She's a primitive still.
There she is. There she is.
Welcome to Jill's.
Greetings and felicitations.
Vault Tech presents Growing Up. You're growing up. And other things are changing too. You know what that means. Pip-Boy 3000. Part of your life. With Pip-Boy, all life's answers are in sight.
Pip-Boy 3000, part of your life. Pip-Boy 3000, part of your life. With Pip-Boy, all life's answers are in sight. That's right.
Hello and welcome to Shore Leave number 61. And I just want to say we've got a lot of fun things to talk about today. But first on the list is Fallout Day. And it's something that's going to be an ongoing thing throughout the stream as news is released, because they are doing a news thingy on the internet, and as stuff happens, we'll talk about it. And so the reason today is Fallout Day is because on October 23rd, that is about when the bombs fell and basically the layout of the Fallout universe was created. And so we're going to talk about we're not just going to talk about that though. We've got some other things going on. Scotty's got a show and tell, and maybe we'll talk some Star Trek, maybe some bad Star Trek, maybe some good Star Trek. We'll see what happens. And whatever anybody else wants to talk about, because on Shore Leave, the chat has a chance of changing the topic at hand. And so joining me today to talk about this stuff is Scotty R37. How are you today?
I'm special. And that
Yeah.
means that I am gauging my strength, perception, endurance, charisma, intelligence, agility, and luck. That's right. You can be special too.
You can, yeah, and you can take an allotted amount of points and figure out how much of each of those things you will have, and everybody will be different and therefore special.
Yes.
Gorilla's Random Thoughts just says, WTF, did I get drunk and black out for a day? No, you did not. I'm not sure exactly what you mean, but today is Thursday. We are having a special Thursday live stream because tomorrow I am going to be going on the Northern English Bastard channel. This will be the first time I put the link in the chat. And so I'll be there, right there, tomorrow, when I normally have my show. So I'm having my stream today instead. That's my explanation for that. And I hope you're having a good day, Gorilla.
Yeah.
And hello
Hey,
to
Kim.
Kimberly. Yeah, Kimberly's here. And the second. So that means Gavin was first. Crouching Taylor, Hidden Swift is also here. And Snortopoopus was here earlier.
Poopus.
But hello to Snorty if you hear this on the replay. And let's see, who else have we got? We've also got Euler Greg, who says it is duck and cover day. Yes, because ducking and covering will totally help.
Yes.
Greek Letters Larson says happy radiation day. Yes.
Take that, Radex.
Radex, rat away if you've already been infected.
Yes.
And yeah, so there's a bit of a hint about what they're going to announce today. But it's not what people really wanted. People I hear wanted a Fallout 3 remaster, but we're getting updates to Fallout 4, Fallout 76, and Fallout Shelter, which is like a phone game. Who cares about that? Anyway, I've never played that.
I have. It's a phone. It's a vault management sim, and
Right.
it's cute with the animation style, but it's also it's not my jam. I think I wasted time with it for about a month, and then I deleted it.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, it doesn't sound that fun.
Yeah, it's
But-
something to do. It's like, did you ever play Simpsons Tapped Out?
Are you talking about the Grand Theft Auto version of The Simpsons?
No.
Oh, no,
That's
wait,
Hit and Run.
Because that's fun. Hit and Run is amazing.
Yeah.
But no, I
Hit
never
and
played
Run is
Grand Theft.
good. No, but it's like an iOS. It's like it's a phone game. It's a phone game, and it's basically you build Springfield in the way that you want, and that's what Fallout
Mm.
Shelter is. Is that it's basically
okay.
you can build a vault and manage the occupants and whatnot.
Mhm.
It gives you something to do, but after a little while with those phone games, I end up just feeling like I am literally twiddling my thumbs.
Well, that's what they're for, just to pass the time while
Yeah.
you're standing in line at the bank or something.
Exactly. It's kind of like why Kellogg invented cornflakes. It was to stop people from touching themselves.
Well, the main interesting thing I learned was something that's not a new thing. It's that Danny Trejo acted in a Fallout game. I didn't know that. He was in
New Vegas.
That's fun. He
That's-
was hoping for a New Vegas update, but he didn't get it.
Well, everyone wants a New Vegas 2 or a New Vegas remaster, but I love the story behind Matthew Perry being in Fallout New Vegas. Is that he was on Ellen, the Ellen DeGeneres show, I think, and he showed up and they were like, "So what have you been doing?" And so he went completely off script and he's like, "I've been playing Fallout 3," and he just gushed about playing Fallout 3 to the point when they were making New Vegas, they were like, "Do you want to be in it? Do you want to be in a Fallout game?" And he was like, "Yes, I do." And so that's
Wow.
why Matthew Perry is one of the primary antagonists of Fallout New Vegas.
That's incredible. Wow. Just that's good when an actor nerds out about something and then they get put in that thing. Fun.
Well, and I think we might touch on this a little bit later, but I'm not going to bring it up because I know how angry it makes you. But Paul Giamatti did the same thing about Spider-Man. He was like, "I would love to be a Spider-Man villain. I want to be, and if I were a Spider-Man villain, I want to be Rhino." And so the director, Mark Webb, was like, "Do you really want to be Rhino? Because you can be Rhino if you want in Amazing Spider-Man 2." And he was like, "Yes!" So
Great. I have not seen that movie.
really, it's not good.
No, I heard the Garfields were not the best.
Well, the
Not-
first
not-
one,
not-
the first one's not great. The second one I prefer, but the second one's also a little like they're both they're chaotic messes.
Not enough lasagna.
Not enough lasagna. What?
Well, his Garfield.
Oh,
Greek
right,
Letters
Garfield.
Larson says that Fallout Shelter is much better than Fallout 4. But that's a take. Interesting. All right.
There's a
But
lot
anyway,
of
well,
pushback on Fallout 4. A lot of people don't like Fallout 4 because whereas and you've played it, we've played it. You guys have been present, and if you haven't been present for it, you can go take a look at our gaming streams, our Calto, where we did play the first Fallout, and that one is very open to the role playing. An excellent game, and sort of as an RPG is the GOAT. But as the series progressed, people have complained that Fallout 4 has superficial choices that you can make, but ultimately everything leads you to the same ending, the same finale. And
Right,
so that
right. Your
it has been
choices don't make
criticized.
your choices don't make so much of a difference, so it's not so much a role-playing game, but more of the story is basically not going to differ too much based on what you decide, except for who you choose as who you choose to ally with.
Yeah. And
And
so, yeah,
yeah.
Bethesda sort of dropped the ball a little bit with the role playing aspect, but New Vegas, which was made by Obsidian under license from Bethesda, that's why it's so well regarded, is that you can do anything except kill children, I think. And
Well, that's good.
yeah, but yeah, yes. Although there have been people who naysayed because of that lack of freedom. Either way, yeah, the Bethesda games have sort of.
It doesn't bother me.
Yeah, no, I don't. Yeah, exactly. I'm not all that flummoxed by not being able to do that. But yeah, I understand, and also like when it comes to Fallout 4, I'm a console guy, and I have an Xbox One, and Fallout 4 is still so buggy that it crashes my console. Like my Xbox just goes tits up at a certain point if there are too many NPCs kicking around. And so I've never finished Fallout 4 because every time I get to like one of the major plot points, it's like, nope, you're done. It's over. You can't do this. And so I end up
Wow.
just.
Well, I've never gotten that bug before. It's buggy.
Oh, I
like
have.
That is crazy.
Oh,
To
yeah.
not even be able to complete the game.
Yeah.
It seems like you have some other kind of limitation, maybe with your graphics card or something.
Well, but it's an Xbox.
Oh,
Like you don't upgrade an Xbox.
wait.
You just have
oh,
the
that's
Xbox,
I missed
right?
the part where you're on the Xbox.
Yeah. So
Interesting.
it's one of the reasons why I want to transition over into PC gaming. But then again, I've heard that it's not much. You do have to just get like a Fallout stabilizer for every one of those games because they are quite buggy.
Yeah. James Caserta wants to know, was Doomcock on last night? No, he was not. He's
Real life
referred to his
emergencies, right?
Twitter. Yeah. On his publicly on the Twitter, he says dealing with a serious emergency. So, but that's all. And he is asking for prayers if you want to give him some. His post is still up on the Twitter X.
XCOM. Oh, and also, while we're discussing real life emergencies, and I know that he is a friend of mine, and I understand the difficulty that you go through. But Nala Doc, a friend of the channel, is remembering a lost family member today. His puppy Sam has gone to heaven because all dogs go to heaven. But I did want to shout out because I know how difficult it is to lose a friend, a four-legged friend.
Yeah, me too. And yes, rest in peace to Sam. I also lost a Sam, but she was a kitty. Yeah, it's always tough, and they don't live long enough.
Well, they're like wizards. They arrive and they depart exactly when they're intended to do so. It's hard to say goodbye, as Boys to Men once said.
Right. To yesterday. And did he push the button? I do not think he pushed the button.
No.
Brogu, hello, Brogu. How are
Hey,
you
Brogu.
doing today? Have you seen anything good lately? Oh, you like my avatar. Thank you. Thank you.
Witchy
I like you
woman.
too. And Low Specs Linux Gaming. Jeff, how are you?
Hey.
Hey, great to see you guys. And I guess it's not part of the news or anything, but we're also looking forward to season 2 of Fallout. I thought it was all right. It was a good show.
Overall, it's gonna be that time of year where I'm gonna have to resubscribe to Amazon Prime so I can see Lucy.
Yes, that's where she's found.
Yes, but that's speaking of New Vegas. That's going to be super fab because they teased going to New Vegas at the end of season 1, and so it'll be very interesting. I know that there are people who are lore fanatics who are, I don't know, contentious with the timeline that was presented in the show, but I'm okay. It doesn't really bother me. It is an adaptation, and so if you want to fudge things a little bit, although Todd Howard has said that the TV show is canon to the game series as a whole, which I'm okay with, but I know that there are people who are adversarial to that idea.
I think it's okay because I would believe it's not canon to the TV show. I mean, to the game, the TV show to the game, because when you change, TV shows is going to be presented differently than a game, than a book, than whatever, and so it's okay for them to be a little different. But if he says it's all canon, it all fits together, then that's when you get in trouble. He's asking for trouble by saying that.
Yes. Well, yes. I think that it's so difficult nowadays to deal with canon, especially with long-running franchises. Luckily, Fallout is one of the younger ones, but it is so peppered with player decisions that.
Oh, there are whole channels that have lore of all the history of all the factions and everything.
Yeah, and hey, as long as you're talking about Fallout channels, I want to give a shout out to 3 of them. Although one of them, again, is, well, these people are YouTubers, so they're not without their controversies. But yeah, big shout out to TKS Mantis, Rad King, and Oxhorn. I know Oxhorn is controversial, but he's a guy who introduced me to the world of YouTube Fallout. What was when you played?
My husband really, yeah.
Your
My husband really
what?
likes he likes Mini True Nerd as his Fallout player.
Oh, nice. So when did you play Fallout for the first time? Was it Fallout 1?
4.
4. Okay. And
4
so that
my
was your
first.
introduction.
So I started with the non RPG first. And then I went back to 1 on my channel, and so I plan to play 2, 3, and New Vegas.
Yes, and we'll ignore 76.
Oh no, I'm never playing that. There's not even a mainline story, so who cares?
Well,
They don't even have
kinda
NPCs, do they?
Yeah, they do. They finally added NPCs.
Oh, they did. Okay. See,
Yes.
I didn't even know.
But yeah.
Yeah.
So and
Jeff,
that's the
regarding the TV series, Low Spec says I was entertained. It was entertaining, but I'm bothered by how it treats classic lore, which is
I would love to hear more.
Yeah.
I would love to
Seems
hear
to be a
more
thing.
because, yeah, like it's not the Pridwin that shows up in episode 1 or 2. Like, yeah, and the fact that the Vault Dwellers can take off their Pip-Boys, that's a little like there is stuff that you can say that's not my jam. The death of like the explosion, I think it's not Good Springs. I forget the name of the town that is destroyed in Fallout, the television show, but it's from one of the games, either Fallout 2 or Fallout New Vegas. I forget. See, I love it, but I'm not an encyclopedic knowledge.
It says Shady Sands, really?
Shady Sands, that's it. Yes.
Yes, because I did bring up some summaries in case we needed to talk about specifics.
I was
But
told there'd be no math.
Yeah, that's true. I did no preparations, but I did bring up articles just in case we wanted to talk about the episodes. Greek Letters Larson says the TV show is so bad it makes you wish for nuclear winter. Yeah,
That's awesome. NCR, yo.
Yeah, see,
I don't think it was
thought-
bad.
So yeah, I thought it was good. Okay to good. I thought it was good. It was very entertaining, and I don't even remember. I did have problems with it, but I don't even remember them at this point, and so now I'm missing it. Like, absence makes the heart grow fonder, kind of thing.
Well, I watched it first run on Amazon. That was the last time I had an Amazon Prime subscription. But I ended up picking up the Blu-ray. I picked up the physical and rewatched it. There's a couple of commentaries, and I just think what it lacked in terms of adherence to lore and canon it more than made up for in terms of tone, satire, and sense of humor. Plus, it was action packed. I wish that there had been a Super Mutant or a Death Claw, but I don't think they had any faith in that show when it was first released. That's why they dumped it all in a day. And now they're doling it out episode week to week, sort of under the same release model as The Boys. And so they have a little bit more faith in it.
That.
And I like waiting. Like, I know that there are people out there who are like, I want them all in one day so I can binge them and be done with it over a weekend. I like the anticipation of a classic television release schedule, having it release on a day of the week and you can talk about it the day after. I enjoy it.
It's better for the TV show also that happens, because then people are talking about it for longer instead of it just being a flash in the, hey, look at this Fallout, and then we're all going to forget about it now because we binge watched and made one video about it. Now everybody has to talk about it more.
Yeah.
And
well,
yes,
yes, absolutely. But also, like, I think part of the reason why it was so popular when it was released, not, quality notwithstanding, is that they had like a huge gala, and like Tim Kaine, one of the original developers, was there at the gala and watched the first 2 episodes at like the Chinese theater in Los Angeles. I think that there was a lot of hubbub, and I love it. I love it. And
there's hubbub? Wait, what?
Well, no, when it was first released, they did like a gala opening.
Oh, wow. Like it was a movie?
Like it was a movie, yeah. And so I did appreciate that. And I also appreciated that they sort of extended invitation to one of the original developers. I think there were others aside from Tim Kaine, but because Tim Kaine has his own YouTube channel that I follow. Again, big shout out to Tim Kaine for helping develop Fallout. Or being one of the masterminds. I don't want to say helping like he got coffee. One of the masterminds behind the Fallout universe.
That's KK.
Do you really want to start? I don't want to start.
It's just that the joke was too easy. I couldn't help it.
It was easy.
Low Spec says, I don't play New Vegas on YouTube no more. Just Rumble with the Pip-Boy radio on. Right, you were having copyright strike or copyright block or claims or something, problems with it. And yeah, so that makes sense. If I ever get around to it, I've got to be careful with that.
Yeah, but that's
because you can turn off the music in the game, but then the little radios are still playing the music, and you can't.
Yeah,
there's got to be a mod to get rid of the radios or something.
But I don't know. I think that's just content farm trolling to make it so that you can't listen to 1940s ink spots. Like, are the ink spots real? Like, it's fair use by definition in terms of being transformative to the art itself. But yeah, that is the most difficult thing. And that's part of the reason why I like Fallout 4 better than I like Fallout Shelter, is just because that's how I fell in love with Fallout in the first place, was being able to use the radio. It's part of the reason why I fell in love with GTA in the first place, is because of the radio. Yeah, and
that's a problem with playing it on YouTube, is that you can't play the radio.
Well, it's a problem there's so many problems on YouTube. But that was the one thing. I remember the day that I first discovered Fallout, and I went into a video game store on a Thursday, and I was like, I'm looking for a new game. And the guy said, have you heard of Fallout? And I was like, no. What is it? And he's like, okay, so it's the post-apocalypse, and you're in Washington, D.C., so it was Fallout 3. And you go around and you're trying to rescue your dad, and it's a first-person shooter, role-playing adventure game, and there's a radio. And I was like, there's a radio? So anyway, I bought it, and I went home, and I started playing, and that was a transformative experience for me because I didn't feel like I had to do crimes like in Grand Theft Auto. I could, I could be a good person and pretend to
Yeah,
be in
you
a
can be
video game.
productive, and you're picking up litter and reusing it. Reduce,
Yep.
reuse, recycle. And it does
That's
make you
it.
feel good. Joe's
And so-
Atmosphere gave us a drive-by like. Thank you so much, Joe's Atmosphere. Have a wonderful
Thanks, Joe.
lunch with your mom and a great day.
Say hi to your mom for me.
Yes. Ooh. Gosh. Oh my goodness. No
Oh my
way.
stars!
Holly. Oh, it's so good to see you. We've got a celebrity here. Latino Slant for a $4.99 super chat. Bring back appointment TV. Also, I saw Frankenstein last night at the Egyptian. Wow. Hey, Jill. Hey, Polly. How's it going? Frankenstein. I've been wondering about that one. I do love Mary Shelley, so it'd be interesting to see that. And it sounds like you liked it. Did you do one of your walkout reviews for that one? I'll pull that up if you did. To put in the chat if it's around. 'Cause-
It's funny, and we can talk about it later maybe. But I am very curious about because I love.
Yes, you did.
I just last year on Phantasmagorium, Cat and I watched the classic Universal monster movies, and I watched Frankenstein and Bride of Frankenstein for the first time, and I think that they're amazing. I haven't seen the Kenneth Branagh Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, although I do have it. But I haven't watched it yet, and it is the season. I should get around to that. But I am curious about this one, the Guillermo del Toro Frankenstein film. Excited almost. But the thing that, and I've seen this trailer twice because I went to go see One Battle After Another, and there's a Maggie Gyllenhaal movie called The Bride, and it's got Christian Bale and Jessie Buckley. Christian Bale plays Frankenstein's monster, and Jessie Buckley plays the Bride of Frankenstein. And it's coming out, I think, in like March or something. It looks like, I love Jessie Buckley, and I like Christian Bale. Looks amazing. Can't wait to see The Bride.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I want to see this one too. But GDT does make changes to the lore, but they work and it's glorious. Wow, glorious. That is a good review. I'm glad something good came out recently.
Well, One Battle After Another is pretty fucking awesome.
Oh, that's right. You just saw that. I have not seen it, so I can't comment on it. I don't know much about it.
I'm a fan of Paul Thomas Anderson, and I think I liked this. I liked this movie. It's up there with Punch Drunk Love, which is my favorite Paul Thomas Anderson movie. I would say it's not as good, like in terms of technical proficiency and tone. I think there's a more consistent tone in There Will Be Blood. Boogie Nights and Magnolia. Actually, Boogie Nights is a gold standard. Magnolia is good. It took me a long time to chew on it, but I do like it. It's just, so you felt like being in a bad mood, watch Magnolia. But yeah, no, One Battle After Another is funny. It has heart in terms of its family messaging. It is suspenseful, action packed. No, maybe not action packed, but there are great action moments throughout the film, and the performances are great. So I would say it's a great. Go to the theater if you can. It's gonna be re-released in the new year.
And it's always good to go for yourself to see what you think, because we've got another opinion here that Polly hated One Battle After Another.
Well, the world don't move to the beat of just one drum. What might be right for you may not be right for some. I get it. That's cool.
Mhm.
I really liked it.
Which-
So can I tell my one battle after another story?
Sure. I'm just gonna play something random for
Sure.
Latino. I usually play a video, but I don't know what to play.
Hey, brother. Adam.
Yes.
So what'll happen? That's just it. We don't know. Maybe something bad. Maybe something good.
Yes.
Oh boy. And so Old Man Bird has also decided to support the channel. Thank you for hanging out with us, Old Man Bird.
Yeah. Read this, Jill.
he's Okay, so I took Spanish in high school, but I do not know Spanish, even though I'm supposed to know Spanish, because my grandma didn't teach it to my mom, and so my mom obviously couldn't teach it to me. Cuidado que no te pegue una
Oh my god.
pesadilla por bed. Cosas Latinos land. Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Cuidado que no te pegue una pesadilla por esas cosas latinas. You know
Okay,
what?
well, at least
that
mine was
sounded-
better than yours.
Yeah, no, mine sounded Italian. So my Spanish is as bad as my French.
I feel like you did that just to make mine sound better. Thank you.
I-
Thank you, Old Man Bird.
Yes.
Well, that was obviously a message for Polly, so
There you go.
I do know cuidado means be careful.
Oh,
So he's telling him to be careful for something.
Don't
I'll
have a
get,
nightmare
I'll get back
watching
on
that
that
stuff.
Duolingo. I'll get back on that Duolingo soon, so I can do better on that. I probably made Polly's ears bleed now.
well, yeah.
Sentai Ranger Donnie's here. Hello. I'm
Hey,
fine
Donnie.
despite my Seattle Mariners season-ending defeat. Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Don't have a nightmare
Oh.
watching that stuff, Latino Slant. Oh, what? What stuff?
I don't know. Nightmare fuel.
I got some Spanish for you. No habla español. I always also say lo siento because I'm sorry, because they assume, because I do have people who start speaking Spanish to me, and I'm always very apologetic that I cannot return the favor.
So I went to go see one battle after another on Tuesday because Tuesdays are cheap days, and I'd heard a lot about this. In fact, somebody in a chat for this group, Jill, for this your channel, your audience,
Yes.
they were like, "Oh, good, Scott's going to see this movie and he's going to spout his Antifa all over us." And I was like, "What? Wanting to see this movie makes me Antifa? All right, well, I have to see this movie now because the one way to get me to do stuff is to tell me
Oh.
that I can't."
Did
So
somebody say that now?
no, not now. This was like last week
Oh.
or the week before.
Okay.
And so anyway, I wanted to go see it, and I love Paul Thomas Anderson. Like, I haven't seen all of his movies. I'm not a super fan by any stretch of the imagination, but I wanted to see the movie. Anyway, so I go to the movie. In my usual routines, I hit like 14 bars on the way there. I smoke a joint before I get in the theater, and then I'm watching the movie. And then I had to get up, obviously, because I'd had too much beverages. And I went to the bathroom, and I came back, and I sat down, and I like noticed the audience in front of me. There was a middle-aged man and two toddlers, and I hadn't noticed the toddlers. Like, I saw them walk in to the theater, and I was like, well, that's weird. Kids in this R-rated movie. And there had been a bunch of stuff that happens in the movie that I would say are inappropriate for children under the age of 10. And I got very angry at seeing these children in the theater. And then I assume the father, where's the mom is what I'm asking. I assume the father puts one of the children on his lap to watch this movie. And I'm like, this is so inappropriate. And I said that, like, not out loud, but I'm like, this is just, you can't do this. This is wrong. This is not how a person conducts themselves in public. So I went to the concession stand and I said, I have to go. Can I just have a refund? And they're like, well, what's wrong? And I was like, that is an R-rated movie that started with a hand job. And it's got children in the theater. I cannot be. And they were like, okay, here's a free ticket. You can just come back and see whatever you want, whenever you want. Just go away now. And I was like, I will. So I went back to the theater last night and I saw the full movie. Also, who takes children to a 2-hour and 45-minute movie? That is too long to expect of their attention
and not animated or a superhero or something. Fun.
Yeah. So anyway, I went back, I watched it, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was great. And the weirdest comparison that I can possibly give is that the reason it's 2 hours and 45 minutes long is because the first act is the opening to Up, the Pixar movie.
Oh,
where
no,
they go.
The movie starts off sad?
No, it doesn't start off sad, but it, like, the first act of the movie could have been a movie unto itself, but it's basically backstory to the movie proper. And so when you are introduced to the characters, it's like 15 years ago, how they met, how they did their things, and then you see the fallout, no pun intended, of those actions from their past. And that's where the movie sort of kicks into gear, and then you're in the regular, in the proper. Once Leonardo DiCaprio's finger quotes daughter is introduced, that's when the movie really kicks into gear. But I was like, this is like Up. This is like seeing Carl and Ellie and how they started out. Not the same storyline, of course.
And they had dreams. Did they have dreams?
Well, yeah. They did have dreams. Not the kind of dreams that Carl and Ellie did, but yeah, Leo and the other lady, I forget her name. Her name in the movie, her name is Perfidia Beverly Hills, which I thought was awesome. And Sean Penn's name is Colonel Lockjaw. Like, it's so dripping with satire and tongue-in-cheek humor, while also addressing, I don't know, like modern day social standings. But I wouldn't call it a political movie. It's the same thing as like Fight Club. Remember in Fight Club how there was Project Mayhem by a bunch of domestic terrorists?
I haven't seen that one. Oh wait,
you haven't seen Fight Club?
Wait. Oh yeah, I've seen Fight Club. Yes.
Oh wait. We're not supposed to talk about it. We're not supposed to talk about Fight Club.
We're not supposed to talk about Fight Club. But at least the building didn't have anybody in it at that time.
Oh no, it was still. I was actually impressed. There was a fairly decent audience, like not packed, but for like a Wednesday night, yeah, there was about 20-30 of us.
So this couldn't have been similar to Fight Club. Fight Club's amazing.
Well, no, but I'm saying in terms of the political satire of it, there's definitely an anti-capitalist, domestic terrorism theme of anarchy in Fight Club. Would you agree?
There's definitely anarchy, internal anarchy, just for themselves until the only time it's brought into the real world is the very end of the movie, and it's just like this man has just been hallucinating the entire time.
No, but they erase videotapes. They destroy corporate art installations. They do, like, they blow stuff up before they blow everything up. So,
yeah. Well, I haven't seen. I can't do the comparison, but you are welcome to come on if you like. You have the link. You're gonna make me come on and debate you. I would like to hear.
Yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts.
It's up to you. If either of you met Alex Kurtzman at a public function, how do you think it would play out? Would you even speak to him?
That's
well, yeah,
interesting.
I would, but Oh, I would have to think about what I would say exactly. Please stop making Star Trek, but in a nice way. There's just like go make some other stuff. There's other things you can do.
I met an actor, Canadian actor, Luke Kirby, and he had been in a bunch of stuff, Canadian productions, and he was from the town that I was living in at the time, and because I'm like a movie guy, quote unquote, a friend of mine said, "Oh, do you want to meet Luke Kirby?" And I was like, "Yes." And it was nighttime. It was at a bar. And I was like, "Nice to meet you, Mr. Kirby. I love you in all of your movies. I have never seen a movie that you've been in that I liked." And that's how the conversation went. And he was, I don't know, taken aback because I was insulting his films, but not him. And I met him subsequently over the years. And I was like, "Luke," and he's like, "Scott." And so, but we would hang out and have a drink every time he was in the bar that I worked at, actually. And so I think that's how I would address Alex Kurtzman. In fact, I think I would avoid addressing Alex Kurtzman because I'm trying to rack my brain of any Alex Kurtzman movie that has been good. And the only one I can conceivably apologize for is, I think he produced Star Trek Beyond and Star Trek 2009, which I do give a pass. Hang me now. But
I will. I'll get the rope.
But like, what else? Like Transformers. I hate the Transformers, Michael Bay Transformers movies. I think they're stupid and nonsensical. The Mummy with Tom Cruise, stupid, nonsensical. All of the Star Trek that he's produced and has had his fingers in, it's one of those things where it's like all the good stuff had you standing 10 to 15 feet away from it. Would I even interact with Alex Kurtzman? No. Because he's probably standing beside Akiva Goldsman, at which point I would go up to Akiva Goldsman, who is also a producer on modern Star Trek, and I would say, "You have not yet apologized to me for Batman and Robin, you fuck." Sorry about the swear.
Wow. And I want to say hello and welcome to Joe's Atmosphere. And I also want to say goodbye to Brogu, who says adios. Jill and Scotty, enjoy the rest of your stream and enjoy the coming weekend. And always remember, this is the way. Bye. Bye. Bye,
See you,
Brogu.
Brogu.
Thanks for hanging out.
Hey, Joe.
I walked right into a Scotty rant. Sounds like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's done. It's over. The red carpet is for you, sir.
Are we safe now?
We are.
Right?
We are.
Oh my gosh, that's too funny. How are you guys? I heard you were talking about some cool stuff today.
We're trying.
I hear you, man. I hear you. I'm with you on modern Star Trek, though. It blows. I haven't watched anything since. I think I was giving Strange New Worlds a chance, and until that's I can't remember if it was halfway through the first season or the second season when. Which season had the friggin' musical number? It was the first season of it, wasn't it?
Season
Two.
two.
Oh,
was it
I hate that I
Okay.
know that. But yeah.
Yeah, I never watched it, but
No.
that they lost me whenever they put Kirk and the descendant of Khan into a love affair kind of thing, and I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Yeah.
That takes place in
Fuck
Toronto, so
mine.
I watched that.
"You've lost your mind, people. What's wrong with you?" But anyway, yeah,
What on
I'm with
earth?
you on
Yeah,
that.
I missed that episode.
And
Oh,
I
no.
really,
I gave it one season myself, and
yeah, I gave it a
not
full
good.
season. Yeah, and
Better than I
you
did.
know, it started off okay, but I could tell it was
It
kind of
really-
going off the rails, and they didn't
I wish
really
I
care about the lore whenever they made the Gorn episode because
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
that was I was like, okay, is this Alien or the Gorn? I mean, you know, they turned.
I
into
wish I
those
could be
Xenomorph
with you to
Predator
say that
thing.
it started off okay, but it would started off on the wrong foot right away because I was listening to a review that I did a long time ago with my friend Clobberin Times, who is sadly not here anymore.
Oh,
but
we know.
I was
I know
trying.
Clobby. He was a fellow
And-
Louisianian.
oh.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
the show, it started off with modern political things, with people holding protest signs saying
I do remember
that the
yeah.
COVID drama was somehow tied to the World War III, so they were inserting present day stuff right from the beginning, and it was all born from Discovery, and there was STD stuff all through.
I gave
this episode.
Discovery a solid, try too. Whichever one slingshotted her into the future, and that was my it was the beginning of the third season. I think we made it about 6 episodes, and that was it. That's all I could handle.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. The only thing that I like when they introduced Mikey Burnham as Spock's adopted sister, I was like, all right, let's open the door to Cybok. I love Cybok. And then they teased Cybok, and I was like, all right. And then they flung the Discovery into the far future, and I was like, okay, so no Cybok. I felt ripped off.
Right?
Ripped
that
off
was it.
By a non-Star Trek show.
But the thing is that I was like, all right, maybe we'll get a big bad Cybok. Let's do some Cybok in here. And then no Cybok, and I was like, I'm out. Forget it. You guys
now
dropped
correct me
the
if
ball.
I'm wrong. Cybok is the one that was featured in the 5th movie, right?
Yes,
That's right.
Yeah.
The Final Frontier.
Yeah.
Greek Letters says that we're not going to have any good sci-fi or movies in our lifetimes. But wait, Greek Letters, did you not like the Orville?
Yeah, the Orville was good. I haven't finished that series. Me and my wife were watching that on the side. I like that.
Well, but also, like, if you're looking for good sci-fi, maybe it's an adaptation, and that's where your head is at. But Frankenstein is largely credited as being the first science fiction story, and so
I didn't
Guillermo
know
del
it. That's out in theaters right now. I did not.
That's
even
what
know that.
Yeah,
true.
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah, Polly.
It
just
drops
saw it
on
and
Netflix. I thought it was just going to be a Netflix exclusive, but we were yesterday on Pop Culture Minefield. We were doing a movie from I think '73, Frankenstein: The True Story, and we had a guest on named Stan Irwin, who's Irvin, really nice guy.
Yeah.
And
I'm going to let you finish. So go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. But he said that he'd already seen it twice. He saw it once in IMAX, and he saw it in XD or whatever the hell it is. And he said it's really good. So, yeah, looking forward to watching that one for sure.
Oh, awesome. And speaking of guests, this is for the first time ever on the Anti-Derivative Jill channel. I would like to welcome Polly from the Latino Slant channel. It's a great pleasure and honor to welcome him here. Hello.
Hi, everybody. Hey.
Been a minute, man. What's up?
Hey, what up? What up, Joe? ¿Qué pasó, Joe?
Hey, man. It's good to see you.
Jill, congrats on the channel. You're just kicking butt. I'm always lurking.
Thank you.
I'm always lurking.
You're lurking. Well, it's great that you had time today to hang out.
In between clients, there's always something going on, which is great. And then I heard your co-host here just out of his mind talking about one battle after another.
Oh man,
who is this guy and why is he still on your channel? I'm just kidding, of course. Hey, Scotty.
That's what everybody asks me. But
Yeah,
I think he brings something different. Like he does have contrary opinions that are fun to engage with.
Hello, everyone in the chat. Hey, Penny.
Yeah, I need to get some introductory music when people come on.
No, man. It's good, man. It's good. I'm just happy you're alive, you know?
Mm-hmm.
This
yeah,
is good stuff.
yeah, same here.
Mhm.
Same here. Oh yeah, you had a birthday recently. I'm happy you're alive too.
I did. 55. I think I'm pretty young compared to Joe here.
Yeah, I hit 60 this summer. I'm doing okay though. I'm doing okay.
Why do you people tell the truth? Lie about your age.
I'm not gonna lie about my age, man. I like being this age.
Yeah,
I got clients older than you, Joe, doing very well, you know. Men in their 60s, late 60s and 70s, yeah. So all things are possible, man. It's all good. You look fairly healthy, so it's good.
Oh yeah, I try and take care of myself. Yep.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't lie about my age either. I'm the same age as Back to the Future, so that's how I usually present it.
Aha.
They're having their
good way to do
40th
it.
anniversary coming up.
No, it's
Ooh.
just passed.
Oh, the
Well, maybe I'm wrong. No, because it was October 21st, 2015 is when Marty shows up. But
When he
yes, the
shows up.
release of the film.
the release of the film. So it's coming out November 7th or 6th on back to theaters. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Have you ever had
Oh,
the
that's
opportunity
something
to
to
see
see.
Back to the Future in theaters?
I know.
I know I did. Yeah.
I know for sure the second ones.
Yeah.
Probably all of them. Yeah. Yeah,
Wow.
probably all of them.
Yeah,
I
I
saw
saw the
everything in the 80s in the theaters, man.
Mhm.
hmm
Well, and it was. I think it was October 21st, 2015, the day, like they had a full marathon going on at
Oh.
Cineplex theaters, and
Oh,
I
okay.
went and saw the re-release. I had seen it in a repertory cinema before that, and then
Mhm.
with the originals, I saw Back to the Future 2 and 3 when they were released.
Oh,
But
I
yeah.
gotta say goodbye to Penny. She's
She's
heading
a
out.
busy lady.
Oh yeah, she's very busy, always
She's a
doing
bu-
stuff.
Yeah, she's a busy lady. Bye, Penny.
And welcome back to Snortopoopas Keeper.
Yeah, on AMC, it looks like the Back to the Future is gonna be. When is it gonna be? Top results: 40th anniversary, advance tickets. I think it's November 6th or 7th. I can't make it because I know I'm not at it. I know I'm in Mexico, so I can't make it.
How long you down there for, man?
Oh, like 4 days.
Cool.
So yeah, it's November 6th, guys. If you're interested, at an AMC 40th anniversary of Back to the Future, pretty cool.
Oh, but the first Back to the Future movie came out in July 3rd.
Oh, really?
That's true.
There
Yeah.
you go.
So it did pass. Its 40th did pass already.
Okay, so you guys are right.
Scotty was correct.
I'm just basing off of stupid AMC. You know,
Yeah,
is
makes sense.
coming out and it's sold out. It's only one day. They're showing Prey in the movie theater right before Predator Badlands.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow. That's cool.
I
The
should have
same
gone.
people made both of them, right?
Yeah, Trachtenberg.
Mhm.
But Prey, I don't know if you guys have seen Prey. It should have been in the movie theater for sure.
It wasn't in the theater.
Nope.
How did they
No.
release it?
It's on
Hulu.
streaming.
I-
Hulu.
Oh
Yep.
man.
Yeah.
Oh right. Was this pandemic stuff why it was released on streaming?
Yeah, well, Hulu and Apple around that time were just in a bad habit of these great films going straight to streaming. So you had like Tetris, Prey, Flaming Hot, a couple other ones that are like
Air.
really
Air was
really-
another one, wasn't it? Yeah.
Air. No,
Was that in the
no? I
theater?
saw Air in the theater.
Did you? Okay.
But it was like pretty much you blinked and it was out of the theater. Yeah.
Right.
But I think that's one of the big challenges now, Jill, is these streamers holding on to their new movies, original movies for streaming purposes, and like they should be in the theaters.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they should definitely. And so at least it's going to be. It'll finally be in the theater. I never saw Prey, and I know Scotty has. He saw all of the Predator related
Mhm.
movies, but he's stepped away. I know he stepped away because he put a black and white avatar.
Oh, so clever. Is that his face?
Yes, that is him.
That's him?
Yes.
Yeah.
January 37.
So even when I went to see Frankenstein yesterday, right? And there's been so much confusion and frustration on the theatrical releasing of it.
Didn't even know it was going to the theaters, Paulie. I thought it was November 17th on Netflix. That's what I thought.
Right.
We were just talking about that before you came
Right.
on. Yep.
And so it's been in very limited theaters in major towns. So that usually when you hear that, it's New York and LA, right? So even in LA, it was only in one theater for the last couple of weeks. But recently, the Egyptian theater has been playing it, so we went there, and it was beautiful.
Yeah.
But you know what's funny, Jill, is that it's basically a Netflix pop-up. All the trailers, Netflix. The side store, Netflix merchandise, which I went ahead and bought. They got me. I bought the Frankenstein poster. Look at this poster. It's amazing.
Oh, so I can't go see Frankenstein if I wanted to. It's not even in my town. But
It's not
you
in your
got a
town
poster?
yet? No, it's so okay, so that's the situation right now. But starting tomorrow, in the next couple weeks, it's going to open wider release.
Okay.
Yeah. You do, okay, so let me give you the see, this is the frustration, guys. Netflix and Guillermo del Toro, they basically created their own I kid you not, website for showtimes.
Well, that's confusing because I would like to go to my theater to see the showtime.
Yeah, they don't communicate their theatrical releases very well at all.
Not
Netflix
Netflix.
doesn't. No,
Not
they don't.
Netflix. So in they're resisting because what they're seeing with this film, and then what they're seeing, guys, with K-pop Demon Hunters is that, hey, bring it back in the theater. Here's the website. So even if you go to Fandango, all the places won't show up. So here's
Okay, I'll put that in the chat.
Yeah, that's the and I'm glad that Netflix is budging and doing this. They didn't do it for Pinocchio. Pinocchio was amazing, and I'm sure there's other movies that they were like, oh well, that should have been a theatrical release. It's gonna be very interesting because Netflix is now talking about buying theaters.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
That's interesting. So they're just going to play their own stuff there, or is there?
They got content.
Specialized
Think about
theater?
it. Think about it. We sat there and we're like, oh, there's not going to be any trailers, right? Because this is like, a different type of screening, and it was nothing but Netflix trailers of new movies coming out. And darn it, I'm like, okay, there's two I want to see. Yeah, they had the new George Clooney movie, which looks great.
Yeah, that does look funny, doesn't it, man?
It does.
It does.
What's that about?
Oh, it's Hollywood making fun of itself.
Yeah.
It's.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead, Polly. I didn't mean.
No, it's okay. He's an aging movie star who's so into himself, but he doesn't realize his daughter has grown up and is leaving him, and so he goes after her, and that's where the story really starts. It looks great. And then there's the next Knives Out movie.
Yeah. Daniel Craig's doing a third one of those.
The third one of those. And we're in. We love that stuff. Remember, Romy loves thrillers and mystery, Jill. She doesn't, she's not a rom-com gal, that's for sure.
Yeah. If I tolerate romance, it's got to be paired with a different genre. Nim says, is that why Primitive War didn't go into cinemas in the UK? A lot of people wanted to see it.
Primitive War was an independent release. Let me see who picked it up. UK.
I don't think that was a Netflix movie, was it? That
It's
was
not.
An independent
It's not.
movie. Yeah.
But
it's good. I watched it and
I heard.
It's good.
Okay, so first of all, it's an Australian horror film.
The special effects in it really aren't that bad. You would in the trailer you can tell looks a little unfinished, but it's really not that bad, man. And the story's pretty wild. It is definitely a cool watch. It's Apocalypse Now meets Jurassic Park, and it's pretty damn awesome.
Nice.
Yeah.
So
dang.
Yeah, I actually heard this.
I'm putting this one down on my list. That sounds fun.
Yep.
Yeah, and Trisha Helfer's in it, Jeremy Piven, but ultimately the guy behind the film produced it independently for a budget of $7 million.
Yeah.
That's it.
Nice.
Yeah.
And it got a theatrical release. So it's an independent release. In the States, it only got a Fathom event release, limited theatrical. So that's completely different than the model of Netflix or the model of Lionsgate, guys. Just so you guys know, you know, the fact that they made it, the fact that he did it for this on the cheap, and then he got these distributions in Australia and only in the States. That's incredible.
Yep.
So UK, you might
gonna
just
look
have
and see if they made their
That's
money
neat.
back. Let me see.
I bet they did. Well, wait a minute, but they didn't have that big of a release. Did they do physical
It was
media?
probably more
Really?
overseas than here, I would imagine.
Well, the box office is saying 1.2, but you got to understand that that's already a win for them. You know, their budget is 7 million. You know, I am curious as to what the theatrical release deal was. You know, because Fathom Events say, "Well, we'll release your thing for this amount of money." We don't know what that price was, and then moving forward, anything that they get on VOD streaming and then physical, that's just money in the bank. But also you got to understand, this is already kind of like a cult classic, like, you know, like it's got a lot of respect, this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really want to buy it.
It's definitely
Primitive
different,
War.
man. And I would
Oh.
imagine they're going to make a boatload. Since it's independent, they're probably going to make a lot of money on the streaming deal that they get. when they
Depending on the
put it
deal.
streaming. Yeah.
Depending on the deal. So if they were, let's say Homeboy was to take this to Netflix, you get massive distribution, but pennies compared to like Tubi or, and I know the only reason why I know this is that I, you know, talk to directors and then they're telling me what are the best streamer deals once they have their film done. This is after their film is done. They get their movie on Tubi.
Well, there you go. That's a great difference of the market versus the streaming service that wants you to go to their theater and watch all their content, and then an independent.
Yeah.
I hope this does make more than its money back when it's got different. When it's got.
I wonder how Scotty feels
as time
about
goes by.
the idea of Netflix starting to own theaters and releasing its own content in big screens.
That is an interesting thing because that wasn't there in the initial distribution. That's how the major studios distributed their movies, and then there was government action to try and make it so that didn't happen because it became sort of monopolistic.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. The first monopoly ever of the motion picture business was Thomas Edison, right? You had to use his cameras. You had to distribute his movies. So then that group of Jewish producers and industrial people said, "Screw you! We're gonna go film in California, and we're gonna buy our own theaters." Fascinating. Fascinating, man.
And with that, it also it sort of harkens to the ridiculousness of, I want to say it was The Hateful Eight, but it could have been Once Upon a Time in Hollywood when Tarantino wanted to play at the Cinema Dome, and Disney said, if you don't make The Force Awakens your primary draw at this location, we will restrict every other Star Wars product from being released at the Cinema Dome. And it muscled out a Tarantino movie. And so I think that sort of market manipulation is terrible, and especially when it comes to franchise pictures are going to make money based on name recognition or not, but like the other ones that can get in under the radar that become the classics of tomorrow, I think need more recognition. And so I am wary of any one studio owning a theater chain or having their own. Like, I don't want to go to the Netflix cinema and see Netflix. And I think it would also be a marketing catastrophe in terms of, what, you want to watch this at home? Why?
The other side of it, though, is that none of their movies will go to the cinema, which sucks, because
it does suck. Yeah.
Pinocchio, Frankenstein, they're having K-pop Demon Hunters have all had these problems, right? that the audience, there's a demand to see them in the theater. And I was basically telling, I think you stepped away, that I saw Frankenstein last night at the Grauman's Egyptian Theater.
Nice.
Which was basically a Netflix pop-up.
Oh,
yeah, right. Because usually it's America Cinematheque that does programming there, and they'll have Q&As and all this stuff. It's, in fact, they're gonna have Guillermo del Toro at the end of the month talking about his 4 favorite influential films and then screening them. So they do that type of programming. But Netflix just came in and they're playing Frankenstein, and they're showing their own trailers. They have a pop-up merchandise store in one of the side buildings that's connected to the theater. And I'm like, man, these guys went all out. You know what I mean?
Well, they're probably testing out things that they want to do with their own chain of theaters. Like, if that's the plan, they're testing things out already. I wouldn't want to say. Well, I mean, just depends on what you want to get into here, man. I think Hollywood's cutting off their own nose to spite their face with streaming. They need to go back to the way I used to like it was whenever DVD. It was right in the middle of the DVD Blu-ray era. Whenever it took a good 6 months before it would make it to like HBO or a streaming service. Okay, 6 months, not 45 days. They had a huge window where people knew they had to wait 6 months to see this thing. Now people only have to wait 45 days. They're going to wait. They're going to wait for a month and a half. You know what I'm saying? Now, guys like you and me are going to go see things in the theater anyway. I mean, even if it's a small release like Primitive War, I'm always looking for it at my independent movie house here in Shreveport, right?
Nice.
Luckily, I have one of those. A lot of people don't. They don't have something like that. You know what I mean? That shows foreign films and the smaller stuff and the old movies, but they really, and I can't remember what it was. It might have been the Cinema Con that they have every year. It might have been there. I remember us covering an article where they were talking about the major studios trying to get together and setting some kind of standard to keep things in theaters longer. Do you remember that story, Paulie? I can't remember who put that forward, but they were trying to get everybody to get together on a 45-day window, at least, because
yeah,
I can't remember when it was. It was sometime over the summer, I think.
I think the general, like the big studios do that 30 to 45 days, but even that's changes.
Yeah. I don't know which studio did Nosferatu, but they only keep their stuff. I think it's A24, right?
That was crazy. That was
19 days. It was in the theater, and then it was on streaming. 19 days. That's crazy.
Yeah. And no, you're right. I know Lionsgate, they did Americana with Sydney Sweeney.
Mm-hmm.
And it had no one saw it and they're, it's a flop. But it's not, because they didn't budget for a theatrical release.
Yeah.
It made money during this little run. That's just gravy on top. Mm-hmm. It's now doing its streaming release. That's what they wanted. That's what it was. So sometimes these models are different, guys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Well, and also it depends on the audience as well. Like, I think that when you talk about the theatrical window, that is also based on the broader market as to who is actually going to go and see this. And that's why you do get the franchise Disney flicks that are released widely. And how many people do you know who are excited for Wicked 2? First one made over $1 billion.
Oh, I know a lot of people are excited about it.
My wife is excited for it.
I don't think that's a good example.
But that okay, and I just think those are the ones that if it has word of mouth and it has built in, again, it's franchise tent poles have been a thing since forever. Well, at least the 80s, and word of mouth and getting the audience out there is primary to their concern. And so, which one can you make money on more? And
Yeah.
Well, and just to finish the thought,
Yeah.
is that when we are sort of taking into account box office numbers, like what is this movie going to make? I have never heard anyone, and maybe you can help. I have never heard anyone tell me how much a movie has made in streaming revenue. Maybe pay-per-view, like when it's early release and it's like $20 to watch something early. But I don't know what something makes for some being released on Tubi, as you mentioned.
You're probably gonna have to subscribe to some pro type of business that gets those numbers,
Right.
because the only ones that are released is if it's making money, then they'll release it. Like a Man of Steel, how much it made on streaming and VOD sales.
Yeah.
Those are released. But as far as Tubi, I would basically, I know a couple directors that have their films on there. I'm like, hey, how did you do last quarter? That type of thing, but I just know they get a bigger cut. It's like, going, like, hey, super chat me at PayPal compared to YouTube.
But cut of what? Because like from what I understand, you don't even need a subscription to Tubi. You can
streaming. It's advertising. It's advertising. You're watching the movie and the ads run.
It's got advertising on it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And so I don't know what the ad revenue is on that. And so when people are talking about the marketing and whatnot in terms of what a movie needs to recoup its budget and marketing, and then it seems that there is an omission of the streaming, and it's like, what does that make? Because it's so amorphous. Like I don't know.
But the only
Yeah, they don't have to share the information.
They don't have to, and I don't know. I think Sombra is about the only way you can see numbers as far as views on the streaming stuff, right, Paulie? Is there any?
Yeah, Sombra's all right.
But that's just views. That has nothing to do with the money.
Now,
involved.
if you're asking like how much does a movie make, right? That's what you guys are getting at. From several different film directors that have their movies on. That have had their movies on Netflix as compared to Tubi, is that it's like, pennies compared to dollars. That Tubi, it pays out way better, and Tubi's really blowing up now. But you're seeing, those are independent models, right? Like a super independent. Like we did the movie ourselves, and we're trying to get a streamer.
Yeah, our good friend Christopher from Moonlight Productions has got a movie on there. Can't remember I'll have to look it up real quick.
Yeah, I got that movie.
Yeah,
DVD.
Yeah, I watched it. It was pretty cool. I love Chris. I could talk to him all day. He's great. But yeah,
those are for independent films, Scotty, right? Like indie directors that, all right, maybe their team got 3 different type of streamers that wanna do a deal with them. I know people that have walked away from deals from Netflix or like a bigger streamer just because at the end of the day they get very little back and they lose they actually lose control, meaning that these guys want to take away your cut, they want to take away the license, they want to take away the fact that you own it. They're like, no thanks.
Yeah,
I didn't realize Tubi was getting to be such a bigger thing. Are some people deciding to release it on Tubi but not other streaming services? I guess 100%. That makes sense.
So Romy, I'm sorry, go ahead, Joe.
No. I just wanted to address a member for 3 months to the channel with Kegel.
Kegel.
Kapla or Snowville.
Joel Ichu.
So my girlfriend Romy is an actor in the business. And she stars in a movie called A Little Family Drama. And it was done for peanuts. Really fantastic family movie. I highly recommend it. Some good comedy and some like, some good gut, right to the gut drama, with a lot of heart. So they did that movie. He got a limited theatrical run in a dozen cities, and he had it for 2 weeks. Like that was really great. And then 2 weeks later, you could see it. You can buy it on Apple. You can buy it on Amazon. That like was a huge success. Then that run went, like sometimes those runs are like for like 3 months, 6 months. Then he took it to Tubi, where it lives now. So he's making money off his Tubi run. And here's a cool thing about these different films, depending on, as you guys know, on the genre, different other outside entities will actually, do something with you. So they recently did a deal with AARP and had it re-released in screening theaters, like, for a week in like 6 different cities. And all the AARP people could go. They flew Romy out to one of the cities, other actors to other cities. So it's really great to see how creative independent films and where they're going and what they're doing to reach audiences.
And
and they can
want
find
to
different
I
revenue.
want to highlight the physical media aspect of it as well. Like, I'm a huge advocate for physical media. I have the 4K for Norm Macdonald's Dirty Work. It was such an effort. But yeah, no, I love it. I love that aspect of it. And I think it was even when Kevin Smith did Jay and Silent Bob Reboot, and Lionsgate was like, well, if you can, you can make any movie you want as long as we can release it physically, because it made way more money physically than it did in cinemas. And that's how you get Clerks 3. Now, I'm a Kevin Smith fanboy. I'm never going to say anything bad about anything except Tusk. And yeah, so
I'm going to do a Kevin Smith plug right now.
Oh, do it. Yes. Big shout out to Kevin Smith. Jersey represent.
Because the film, Jill, Scotty, and Joe, called The Unexpecteds, is out on physical media, executive produced by Kevin Smith.
Oh.
And this is off of his Smodcastle Film Festival. It won it. And what they do, the winner of that film festival gets a distribution release. So you can get it on streaming, but you can also, now they produced it with MVD DVDs, and here you go. So what we did with Kevin and the company, we got 10 of these, and I'm giving them. I heard like people like Keely Chow to Julissa, all these different members, they won them. Did you win one, Joe?
No. No.
So The Unexpected. So, not a lot of people give Kevin Smith hate, but a lot of people don't know like all the things he does for filmmakers.
That is really good of him. I didn't know that either.
Oh yeah, totes agree. Anyway, I'll be back in a second. I have to collect my toys.
The only thing I'll ever give him hate for is Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. I didn't like that movie. But I love Dogma. It's one of my favorite movies ever.
And a lot of people don't. A lot of people don't like what he did to He-Man, so there was that.
That was the final.
Oh, come on. Anyway,
you know
no.
what?
Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back was the Muppet movie for stoners, and I stand by that. And I love it. I love it so much.
It's not near as good as Dogma.
It's not as good as Mallrats.
No, it's not near as good as a lot of this stuff. But
I love it. I love it. It's better than Dude, Where's My Car?
The physical media, though, if you really love something, you got to get it on physical media. I was sitting there.
For sure.
I'm taking care of my 81-year-old mother now. She lives with us, and I was picking her up from the Council on Aging, and Footloose came on in the car.
Yeah.
And she loves to dance and stuff like that. And I said, Mom, have you ever seen that movie? And she doesn't remember much of anything these days. So I put it on for her when I got home because I couldn't find it streaming anywhere. So I pulled it out, my copy of it, and put it on. So yeah, you definitely have got to get physical media, the stuff you love, because sometimes you can't find it, And Dogma's a good example of that, because for 25 years, wasn't it the Weinstein Company had a hold of that thing and wouldn't let anybody use it, right? It wasn't on any stream.
That's true. Like until recently, you couldn't get it easily.
And I had a copy of it. and I showed it to a few people over that period of time that loved
And
it.
television shows and in movies too. That it's like,
Mhm.
where's the physical media? Why isn't it even on streaming?
Yep.
But yeah,
It's crazy. One thing I did notice, I was looking at the Romy's movie. It's on Fossum too. Have you tried that streaming service out?
no,
Have you heard about it? Okay,
no.
hang on, I'll show you. I'll pull it up.
But I'm also looking forward to this one battle after another talk.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that's right.
I haven't seen that
Yes.
yet. Have not seen it yet.
What is Romy's movie? What is it called?
Here, I'll share it real quick.
A
It's,
little family drama,
A little family drama. Hang on. Let's see.
which I recommend to the whole family. Your mother would love it. It's that type of movie. You can watch it with
Mhm.
different family members. It's mainly, and the movie's mainly in English. You know, it is a Mexican American family. It's
It's there for you to share if you want to. There, Jill.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Romy
I
is
gotcha.
she's got a huge role in it, and so
Yeah, she's third on the depth chart on this thing.
Mhm.
She's all over the trailer too.
she's all over the trailer.
Yeah,
Yep,
she is.
yep,
Mhm.
yep. We're very proud of her.
I'll definitely be
Takes a
watching it.
lot of just just to stay in the business.
Mhm.
That's a lot. Oof.
Where did you put it, Joe? I'm sorry, I missed it.
You just popped it up there.
Uh,
It's down. I've already shared it. It's just up to you to put it out there. That's
oh,
all.
this is it. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you
Oh,
might have
okay.
to change
I
your
didn't realize
scene.
that
Yeah.
because I didn't realize that because I also have IMDb up, and I was like, "This is just my screen," but no, it's yours. Okay, gotcha.
This is it right here. And like I said, she's third on the depth chart on the cast, and she's all over that trailer.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, there she is. She's right there.
Mhm.
She plays Victoria. There she is.
Yeah, she plays the mom to the two top right there.
Top
Those
people
two
right
top
here, yeah.
actors.
hmm
But
And I'm sure she's got a mom she's dealing with too, right?
yes,
Yeah,
yes,
That's what it looks like in the trailer.
that's
Yeah.
you're
that's
right. You're right. My mom would love this.
It's
Yeah.
3 generations living in they all live in the same house and they all run a restaurant.
Oh wow.
So it's pretty, yeah. It's
Yeah.
it's but
It sounds cool. This is the kind of thing my mom would dig.
IMDb rating 6.1 out of 10. Oh, that's a little disappointing. It's a
Yeah,
lot
it is
better than that.
disappointing.
That's
Come on.
But what I wanted to show you is where it's streaming at. I don't know if you're
Yeah,
aware
tell
of
me
this.
about this other streamer.
Right? You got Fossum TV,
Awesome.
and I've downloaded this on my smart TV, and I haven't really used it yet.
Okay.
Plex is another one that's
Plex
been
I know
around for a
about.
while.
Yeah.
Tubi, of course, and then
Yeah.
you can, if you want to support them, buy it. There you go.
And
Thank you.
it's kind of like
Thanks, brother.
Yep.
going to a concert, and they'll
Totally.
say, "Don't buy the album, buy our merch."
right.
Buy the merch.
Buy the merch.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. You're
That's where they
absolutely
make the
right.
money.
Yep.
And so we're going to do a little show and tell here, but before we do, Polly has asked to have that discussion about one battle after another first.
Sure,
so we're gonna
sure.
start with that.
Yeah, I'm just kind of curious, like, as to why if you can go a little bit further as to why you enjoyed it so much.
I have to preface this by saying I am a Paul Thomas Anderson fan, but I'm not a Paul Thomas Anderson super fan. So I haven't seen all of the movies. There are ones that I've just been like, The Master made me uncomfortable. I had to stop it. But I'm aware of the performance gravitas that Philip Seymour Hoffman has. I think that my favorite Adam Sandler movie is Punch Drunk Love, and not just because of that, but also because of the kaleidoscope cinematography and the sound design and the repurposing of He Needs Me by Shelley Duvall. Like, everything about that movie, it was a hyper. It's like when they say, Batman Begins is what would happen if Batman was in the real world. It's like that is with Adam Sandler in Punch Drunk Love. It's like, what if he was in the real world? And even though it was hyper stylized, it touched me. Magnolia, I had to chew on. Hard Eight, which I was reminded that I really love. So I love his direction. first thing first.
I
And
just want to make
love
a point, Jill,
Yeah.
that Scotty has yet to answer my question.
I
Which is
love
always
True.
a
This is
problem.
true.
Which is always a problem when people say, "Oh, I'll tell you why I like this movie," and then they don't tell you when.
Well, he's saying he loves the director
I
right
know
now.
what he
So
says.
far.
I love the director too, Jill.
Yeah,
I'm
I
just-
was fixing to say Magnolia and
I'm
friggin'
just saying, pointing something out.
Boogie Nights. I love, dude. I'm a Burt Reynolds fan, so I dug that movie. Yeah.
You are
Sorry,
correct.
sorry,
I have
Scotty.
been dancing around the bases. I have not yet touched a base. I liked it because it was funny. I liked it because it was the performances were fantastic from Penn, Infinity, and DiCaprio. Also, Leonardo DiCaprio, or not Leonardo DiCaprio, although he is in the film. Benicio del Toro was a ray of sunshine. I liked the absurdity. I thought that it was at its core Rescue My Daughter, the movie. But I do appreciate how the first act was how that daughter came to be, and the opposition of the two people who were trying to rescue their daughter for completely different reasons. I thought the needle drops were great. I thought that the soundscape that Paul Thomas Anderson always provides was fantastic. The cinematography was faboo. Here, and this is a spoiler, have you ever been on like a road where it dips and then you get a little bit of a stomach drop?
Yeah.
This movie does that visually, provides the stomach drop. So that shot alone was like, I can't believe movies made me feel that way. Like, I can't believe this guy actually succeeded in making me go like, what? That was awesome. And I think that all in all, it was, there were character arcs that were realized, and characters did discover things about themselves, whether it be the redemption, validation, or ultimate humility based on their hubris. I thought that the story was compelling, and I sat through the entire closing credits. And this is the biggest spoiler. I have never heard a perfect double pair of songs in the closing credits than Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers' American Girl, followed by The Revolution Will Not Be Televised by the person who made that.
Gil Scott-Heron.
My mistake for not remembering.
All right.
And so I think that from beginning to end, from chapter 1 to fucking close the cover, sorry about the swear, I thought it was very entertaining. I give it like a 3.5 out of 5, and it's closer to a 4. But that's, if I say I'd give it like a 3.72, no one cares.
All right, Scott. I think the only place I agree with is the actual acting capability of these performers in it. They are
the
fantastic.
cast looks phenomenal. It really does.
They are fantastic with
Jim Downey.
They are fantastic with what they are given. Unfortunately, they are given the worst script, terrible people that they portray. At no time was I endeared to these characters. It wasn't self-contained. You need to be self-contained, and you can have that world behind you in regards to everything that's happening in the world, like the whole, French, was it 75, whatever the name themselves.
Yeah.
The good guys and the bad guys.
Yeah.
So what I was surprised, because I am a PTA fan, was that it was such a mess of storytelling. The third act was absolutely god awful. Okay, it sped up people's endings, people's storylines, and you had almost 3 hours to tell it. Total disappointment as far as what they were saying with these characters, to stupid endings for the Benicio del Toro character, who's the Latino Harriet Tubman, which another trope I'm so effing tired of is Hollywood writing Latinos as if they have to be saved or they're always destitute. It's always the program, the default setting, how liberals, PTA, and all this stuff, how they write Latinos. Absolutely disgusting. Over sexualized African American women in the first part of this film, completely unlikable characters.
She was awful. No,
Yeah,
she was
all of
awful.
All of them are awful.
I don't think all of them are awful.
Here's my other point: is that not only they're all awful, there's very little consequences for the people on the left, right? Sean Penn got his just do that character, but hey, girl, I'm not your mom no more. But here's a letter, girl, and you know what? I failed, but you got another. You can change the world. Go get him. Go be that next Antifa. Meanwhile, she murdered people. She left her kid. I mean, I was really upset with these portrayals, dog. And you're telling me, well, it's absurd. Everything is absurd. No, I didn't buy the absurdity. The theater absurdity is like, you take it 100%. You heighten that world. That's why Drunk Love worked. That's why Magnolia worked. Plus, as inferior as some of those characters were, I found something that I endeared myself to. No time, maybe for a second, with some of the things that Leo was working with, right? But there was so little where that father-daughter should have been punto final, the beginning, middle, and end. That's what you concentrate on, right? Because they had some good moments. But what a mess of storytelling, dog. And then you're telling them, oh, I like the music during the credits. I don't give a fuck. Sorry, Joe, for cursing, but that's the credits. You know, I had to sit through like 3 hours of this. This was garbage, man, and offensive, and a leftist liberal limousine wet dream.
No, I disagree. I hard disagree on that. Because I think that the absurdity of the French 75 and the Christmas time adventure party, whatever that was so silly. It was awesome. It was hilarious. And if you watch
on paper,
you watch that movie
paper,
and Jim Downey says semen demon, and you're taking the entire movie seriously, it's just like at that moment it became absolutely satirical comedy.
Bro, you're talking to a theater
I
guy,
can say that
right?
there's a tonal dissidence.
I get it, but but you can only carry that so far. Yeah, there's got to be one character that you connect with. And you're telling me you connected with the father and the daughter? Come on.
Well, which father, which daughter?
Leo and Chase.
Well, and the thing is that I not only did I connect to Leo and Chase, I also connected to Penn and Chase, and I connected to Chase. Now, the mom, Perfidia Beverly Hills, yeah, she was a manipulator, but that was her entire thing. And I think that that's something I hated her for what she had done in the beginning of the movie. Like, I thought that she was probably the true villain of the flick.
Who had no consequences at the end. Absolutely.
She's dead.
She's not dead. She left. She's not dead. She left.
She got away to Mexico. She got away to Mexico.
Hey, girl, I'm going to do me. You do you.
No, but that's the only thing that Perfidia did. The only thing that she could do to, yeah, this is, I'm sorry, we can't, I guess. I don't want to spoil it, but I'm just saying that I am going to. So if you haven't seen One Battle After Another, please skip forward until tomorrow.
Some of us don't care about spoilers, so go for it.
Yeah. It's okay. It's okay.
At the very end, when she says trust your dad and referring to Bob, that was like, I was like, okay.
Scotty, like very little. It is
very little. It's very minimalistic.
A 3-hour movie.
Also,
maybe if it's 2 hours, I give you that.
I'm okay.
So much fat. This is what it is. And you talk about, listen, you're talking about, oh, wasn't that amazing? Dipping under, going up and down those humps of the, it made me sick. It was ridiculous. I get it. Okay,
you didn't like it? Okay.
Well, no, it's a device. It's like, okay, do it once or twice. Yeah. I mean, you kept going on that road and you kept going on that road and you made us all visually sick. All right. What's next? See, Punch Drunk Love did the same thing, but at the heart, it was all self-contained because it was Adam Sandler and was there Emily, whatever her name
Mortimer.
is? Brilliant. Brilliant.
No, not Emily Mortimer.
Whatever it was, you know what I'm talking about, the character.
She was awesome. Yeah, totes.
But do you understand what I'm saying? Because the whole world around them was absurd because they were weirdos. I loved it.
Sometimes I cry.
I wasn't connected here, big dog.
Barry, I'm a dentist.
Well, and
Right?
Scotty, the way you describe it, you're making it sound like this movie is a farce of sorts.
I think it is. I think it's a satirical farce that is tonally. It can be somewhat tonally inconsistent, but it like when Lockjaw, Sean Penn, is vying to join some sort of extremist group. They're called the Christmas Adventurers, and the way that they greet one another is like "Merry Christmas, Hail to Saint Nicholas." Like, it's so absurd to not be taken seriously as a political commentary. Like, you have a domestic terrorist organization, and again, I think it's akin to Project Mayhem from Fight Club, and then in this.
Did they murder anybody in Fight Club?
I do see Perfidia Beverly Hills murder a man, a security guard at a bank. But then there is also, like, what's her name? Like Underpussy or something?
I will say that first 20 minutes was very riveting, and then it just fell flat.
Yeah. Well, and that's also
here's another thing. Here's another.
Just to suggest.
Hold on. There's another thing that you missed, and it's a Spanish thing. It's a Spanish thing, brother. Perfidia means lost, right? And at some point, when Penn's character comes out of the ashes, remember, you thought he was dead. The song Perfidia, and I was like, that's a cool little nod, because that's one of my favorite songs too. And like, her name's Perfidia, is Beverly Hills. But you got all these nice ideas, but just again, dude, 2.5 whatever plus hours, no way.
Yeah, but you keep saying that like it's a bad thing. I look at it as
because it's a simple story. It's a father and a daughter. It doesn't need to be. Let's make this movie so important and it's going to change lives, centered on these guys.
I think that the runtime, and as I mentioned to Jill, I think it was before you arrived, that I think the first act is like Ellie and Carl from the first 20 minutes of Up. Like, you needed the backstory of the relationship between Bob and Perfidia to
like I said, Scotty,
the redemption or the chase for the daughter. Like, to make her important, you had to find out what was going on at her conception.
Of course, and I'm good with the first 20 minutes. I told you that. And there's moments in action when you actually think about it, some anti-woke moments where DiCaprio right with his daughters, like, is
he they them?
Yeah, there was some good little moments there. And I was like, God, I wanted more of that relationship. I just wanted more of that relationship to where all this other stuff was just in the background.
And I do want to address what you were saying about Benicio del Toro's character, Sensei. Sensei is the Obi-Wan Kenobi Yoda image in this movie. He is probably the most competent and the most aware of the situation when he is in it. And I think that Benicio does a great job. And he does self-sacrifice, and you'll find out if you see the movie. I'm not, does he die? Does he not? I'm not going to tell you.
I agree. It's a fun character. Benicio always knocks it out. I just don't like the story setup is that, he's, again, I'm just so tired of
he's a business owner with an entire group of people that he is protecting.
Scotty, this might just be a cultural thing, man. I'm just tired of seeing
it. Could be.
It's what Hollywood loves, and I will say this now, Jill. Hollywood loves a flavor of the year when it comes to award seasons, and it's going to be fight fascism, fight ice. Here's one battle after another.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
I don't
probably
see
right
it.
about that.
I didn't see it in that slant. Pardon the pun.
That's all right, man.
Well, and when you
I
told me
didn't know
about
I was
that
gonna see that.
letter that it was supposed to be a emotional moment or something, I thought she died. That she just abandoned her family because she had to escape. That's
Well,
not as
as somebody that did
that's
not
not
see
as
this
powerful.
movie,
That's kind of sad.
Mm-hmm.
somebody that didn't see this movie and just saw the trailer
Yeah.
for it, I thought it was going to be an over-the-top cartoon. I mean, that's what it looks like in the
It's
trailer.
marketed as if it's a very funny film.
Yes.
Quirky.
It
Yes.
is very funny.
Yeah.
Dude, half the humor like I just didn't like, but where it was sprinkled again, it's bloated, it's self-important, and you know, I give you some of the new, some of the characteristics of what they're playing as, and I agree with you as far as Benecio's character.
I need a
but-
weapon. All you got is damn nunchucks.
Yeah, that's fine. but see, again, and I said, if it's just Leo and the daughter, I mean, you're giving me gold. Cut it an hour. Cut it an hour, man. You give, because Leo was giving us gold. And not everything worked.
Well, it was good to see Tony Goldwyn as well. Tony Goldwyn is always a dude that I enjoy seeing. James Downey, again, I love Jim Downey. And oh my God, the bad guy from K9 and Roadhouse is in this.
But I'm telling you, there's no sacrifice too. Even Leo.
Oh, Polly, you're gonna love this. You're gonna love this.
Go ahead.
Nama 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 in the chat says Scotty died on this hill.
Well, and not only that, but Nim during this entire debate was
He's been giving points. Yeah.
Yeah, giving scorecards at 1 point, 2 points, 3 points,
Thank you,
and
sir.
essentially winning the.
Oh, I won. Okay.
Yeah, you won.
Well, according to no.
Well, you know what it's gonna be. It's gonna be one battle after another
But
for me.
but you know what though? Yeah, this is not the last time you're going to talk about this movie.
No,
This
probably
review-
not until
this
I
is
buy it
a-
on physical.
This is a review, not a fight, says Joe's Atmosphere. I like this one. Siskel and Ebert of this era.
Yeah, I think so. This has been a very pleasant discussion. So,
Somebody
out
called
of
it a
5,
fight. I was like, no, they're not fighting.
I don't think we're fighting. Polly, out of 5, what would you give it?
1.
Wow.
Yeah. It's obvious he doesn't like the movie, man.
Yeah.
Pretty obvious.
Yeah, and I walked out and I gave my out of the theater review and I put it up, and that's how it felt coming through, and maybe I'll see it again. Because I saw it because people were just like complaining about it, and when then was it Variety or Deadline, one battle after another is not a leftist movie. I'm like, all right, when you start doing these op-eds like that, then why
Yeah.
explain it? Let me go watch it. That's why I
Yeah.
watched it.
Because you can't comment on it unless you've seen it, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah. And
Right.
You
Yeah.
can.
So I can't, that's right. I can't comment on this movie because I haven't seen it, but all this discussion makes me want to do is do a review of Fight Club and B for Vendetta.
Nice.
Oh, nice. See, again, fascist, authoritarian, right-wing government. Everyone digs it.
Behind the story. But with Tyler Durden, I mean, you remember the character, Scotty.
Yes, sir.
Come on. You remember the fascinating,
let
like,
me tell you
was it-
something. You guys
was
are
it
going to
one-
laugh at me for this.
Go ahead.
The Fight Club thing, I didn't even know what happened because I turned it off
Maybe.
about 3/4 into the movie. How bad he was treating the girl. I was like, I can't take any more of this. I turned it off. I didn't even find out until somebody told me later on the whole dynamic, that being one guy, the two of them. I didn't even see it to the end of it. You know what I mean?
When
I was
going-
so
yeah.
turned off by his actions.
But
that I was
I've encountered this with a couple of people and I've heard about this from a couple of people. It's like, oh, I walked out. I didn't like it. I didn't. And it's the same thing. Like even last night when I was in the theater for this movie,
Mhm.
and people
Oh, you
were like,
just saw it?
I saw it last night, and that's why I'm excited and I know details. But the thing is that like people were in the theater and it wasn't empty. And they were like, so why did he do that? Oh, I don't know. I think, and I'm just like, watch the movie. This is why you have to keep watching. They will tell the story. Like, if you don't find out immediately when new information is presented, that doesn't mean it's a failure. That means you have to continue going on the journey of the story.
The movie sucked. End of story.
And end of
See, that's
story.
great.
That's a perfect thing.
It is very Siskel and Ebert. I love it.
I've been really blessed to have you on today, and I'm so happy you were here, Polly. And so since as soon as you said you got to go, I didn't want to make you wait. So
Yeah.
is there anything you want to promote or talk about?
No,
before
guys,
we head
just
out?
make sure you guys are subscribed to this channel, and if you can, when you can, throw some super chats to Jill, and keep supporting the channel, keep supporting all this fun stuff that we're doing. Take care, everybody.
Yes,
Hey,
yes,
look at
Paul,
have a
good
good
to
day.
see you, man.
that
Good
handsome
hanging
dude.
out.
Look at him.
That was awesome, you sir.
That's a handsome guy. You got a turtleneck on?
I do. I'm dressed up as Bill Murray from Charlie's Angels.
I like this guy, Jill. I like this guy.
Take
care, everybody.
Take care,
That's why I keep
Polly.
him around.
Go Dodgers
Bye.
tomorrow, World Series, baby.
Oh,
Yeah, go Jays.
Oh my
Oh, yeah.
God. I do. Oh, here we go. So
I'm
it's the
sorry, I'm
Cholos versus-
Canadian. I live outside of Toronto.
It's the Cholos versus the Canucks. Here we
Yeah.
go.
All I know is Atani's just tearing it up, dude. Pitching
Either
with
way,
the bat,
close the borders.
Guy's killing it.
Wow. All right, take care, guys. Adios.
Last man. Bye.
Adios.
See, that's a great thing about the world, period. Not everybody's the same. They're not going to have the same tastes. They're not going to be into the same things. I mean, I told you what I thought, that I didn't even finish Fight Club, right? My daughter showed me, she had read all the books, and she showed me that thing that Jennifer Lawrence did, that franchise she did forever. What was the name
Are you
of
talking
it?
about the Hunger Games?
Yes, the Hunger Games. I watched
Hunger
the first
Games.
one, watched the first one with her, and never watched another one. And she
That's
was like,
you only need the first one anyway.
she said, why didn't you like it? I said, I'm just not into kids killing kids, man. I'm just, that doesn't.
Oh
seem
man, you
cool
got to
me,
watch Battle Royale.
So nah.
Well, no,
Nah.
he just
Not
said.
interested. I mean, look, once I'm not interested in something, I don't go back to it. I'm done. Yeah. Once it flips a switch on me, done. See you later. But yeah, that's the thing. We've all got different opinions on things, right?
And that was a beautiful debate. Thank you.
Is Scotty digging that movie?
Polly.
People, probably think I'm crazy for liking Ultraviolet. It's a movie by Mia
I
Jovovich.
love Ultraviolet. Shut
I
up.
love it too. But you understand what I'm saying? It's not a great movie.
I love Tank Girl.
but it's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody's got their own opinions on things, and I know when I saw the trailer for that, it looked like it was supposed to be an over-the-top, cartoon of today's political atmosphere and stuff. Is what it looked like to me. As soon as I saw that girl ripping it up with a machine gun, pregnant, I was like,
oh yeah.
my God, I can't take that seriously. Good Lord,
No, but that's something I had never seen before. I had never seen a woman who was that 8 months pregnant firing a machine gun.
That's because they wouldn't do it, Scotty. That's
no, but that's whatever. I don't care. That's they wouldn't
I'm just saying
achieve
that
faster
that
than
made
light
it look like a
travel,
funny
but I
movie.
still want to
And
see
that-
those movies.
That's obviously the way you took it. Was most of it was pretty funny, and it landed for you. Didn't land for
Yeah,
Polly.
yeah, oh yeah, totally. And if it,
Yeah, I
it-
love
and
the difference in opinion on that
Mhm.
and that review.
but
That's
it's
good.
it's so good to have sort of a measured response to just talking about I liked it, I didn't, and that's fun. That was fun, and I want to thank Polly. I haven't been subscribed to Latino Slant until just now.
Really?
And so
Oh,
yeah,
man,
yeah.
come on.
My
Yeah,
goodness. My
Does a
goodness.
great
I
show.
want to say hello
Great
to
show.
Well, it's one of my many failures.
Hey,
Raquel!
Yeah, it is. It is a failure. How dare
How
you?
dare I?
Yeah, Polly does some good stuff. I always watch his Monday afternoon live stream he does. He does it really good.
Yeah,
one
yeah,
after,
he does.
after Midnight's
does
Edge.
great.
He's usually on that show, and then he does his own show. in the
Well,
afternoon.
you know what? I just thought his channel was all in Spanish. I didn't know.
No, heck no. He highlights Hispanic actors and Hispanic filmmakers and stuff. But yeah, it's exactly what it says it is. It's the Latino slant.
I will-
talks about today's subjects from a Latino point of view. Yeah,
I will rectify my malfeasance.
and
You should.
look. He highlights some very beautiful Latino women as well. Let me tell you, very nice, very nice. He's a big fan of Jenna Ortega, who plays Wednesday. Highlights people like that. Yeah, it's really cool.
Jenna
And-
Ortega. Oh man, I missed an opportunity to talk to him about Death of a Unicorn. I finally saw.
Oh, did you see that
I'm
one? Was it any good?
sorry.
That's another one
yes.
that looked like it was kind of a dark comedy. What am I right?
Yes, it was
in assuming
definitely a
that?
dark comedy. I liked it, and I mean, yeah. So it was pretty good. It was a horror movie, and there's death, and there are unicorns. I don't know what to say. Yeah. And they go into the mythology of unicorns, which is kind of fun. And the only thing is that everybody is kind of unlike. I don't really like a lot of the characters, but I don't know. I like
You
it.
sound like a
and I
bunch,
don't like it.
bunch of people. Does
Kind
it
of odd.
most of it have to do with pharmaceutical company execs or something?
Yes,
like that?
yes, pharmaceutical
So,
company
I'm sure
executives.
they don't paint them in a good light. I'm
No, not. Unfortunately, I would have liked it better if there was at least one of them who was kind of like, oh, maybe we shouldn't do this. But no,
Right.
they kind of just. Even the scientists were like, oh, money, money, money. So it's a little ham-fisted in that way, in its messaging. But I like the horror aspect.
Yeah.
And so I kind of just ignore that the Jenna Ortega character says a couple of kind of woke things, but that doesn't
Oh,
bother
does
me
she
because,
now?
but she
Smash
just kind
the
of
patriarchy.
yeah, she just kind of says it, and it has nothing to do with the plot, so it didn't bother me as much. So
Well, isn't that usually the catchphrases of people who want to politically indoctrinate you? They just say like veganism is life, and that's it. Then they just sort of
and then
sit there and eat their French fries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
While
and
other
if you
people
press
are-
them about it, they're like, I've got something to do. Yeah.
actually
I
that
gotta
would have
go do
worked with
something.
this movie because there were people eating things they shouldn't have been eating.
Like dick.
Larry, no, Scotty. Larry, unicorn. Larry,
I'm sorry.
hello,
It's-
Larry.
It's Thursday and
Larry,
it's
Larry,
daytime.
Larry.
Sucker Punch movie. Sucker Punch.
You know what? I love. Wait, no. Let me temper my response to that. The fact that you brought up Sucker Punch, I appreciate that very, very much. I think Sucker Punch is so mid-tier but visually dynamic. I would say that if you have a favorite album that is on the heavier side, so your Guns N' Roses, your Metallica's, and then you turn on Sucker Punch, you don't even have to turn up the volume on your home theater. Just have that playing
With
while
the
you're
visuals from
listening.
Sucker Punch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
Like it's
I
so
agree.
beautiful, but the
It is.
plot is absolutely, it's like if it had been in a 3-month coma.
In the pantheon of Zack Snyder's stuff, I would say it's mid, like you said. It's middle of the road.
What's your favorite Zack Snyder?
Oh, The Watchmen, hands down.
Oh, mine's Dawn of the Dead.
But
Dawn
that
of
was
the
good,
Dead.
but I love The Watchmen. I could watch that on a loop. I love that movie.
It is very good. Although, did you ever
Um,
see the Ultimate Director's Cut where they intercut the animated sequences voiced by Gerard Butler?
No.
Oh yeah, no, they do that with the what is the Black Freighter that was in the comic, the pirate comic.
Mm-hmm.
They do an animated version, and it is a special feature on the Blu-ray, but there is an ultimate cut that it intercuts the animated part. And I think it's like 4.5 hours long. I've tried to watch it twice, and I get about 3 hours in, and I'm just like, I want to die.
I don't know. I'm one of those guys that usually I don't watch stuff with extra stuff on it. I like to see movies the way I saw them in the theater. I mean, I think some of that stuff's really cool. I've heard that the Lord of the Rings extended editions are great, but
That's the best way to watch The Lord of the Rings. You can
Yeah.
watch the extended editions in the theater because they're re-released there all the time. Watch them
Yeah.
when they
Yeah.
next time they go to the
I
your
probably
local
will because
theater.
I'm a huge fan of the trilogy. I think it's the best trilogy ever made.
See,
but-
if you love Lord of the Rings, you are selling yourself short, or
Yeah.
you're punishing your own self.
It's just well, it's not
By
that I'm
not seeing
punishing
extended.
anything. It's just the way I like stuff. I like looking at deleted scenes, no doubt. But I mean, you know, the only thing
I get
the
what
only
you're
thing
saying.
by Snyder that I liked extra stuff in was the Justice League movie. I thought it was superior to what Josh Whedon had sliced together. So
Oh yeah.
yeah. And once again, Zach likes to make long shit. You know, it was really good. I thought
took
it was
me-
good, but it's long. It's a long movie.
Yeah, it is. But I really appreciated it. I didn't have the Justice League Joss Whedon version on physical, and I went out of my way, and it took like months because I buy most of my movies secondhand because I'm a hobo.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And so I was looking at my The Beat Goes On in Southern Ontario. If you would like physical media, whether it be vinyl, CD, or DVD and Blu-ray, you should go to The Beat Goes On. We are not
The
sponsored.
beat goes on. We are not sponsored. Well, and hello to Herc 130 and Snortopoopus. Huber is backing me up. The Lord of the Rings extended editions are much better than the theatrical versions. Just be prepared for a long viewing experience.
Yeah, they add an extra
prefer-
hour to each one of them, don't they?
Yeah, and if you do prefer the theater experience, it does get re-released all the time. So just watch out for that.
Well,
And-
there's only
and
one
check it
return, and
out.
it ain't of the king; it's of the Jedi.
Oh, there's you can enjoy both the movies.
I don't.
It's possible. Well, you don't have to, but other people can. And
suppose.
what I enjoy is seeing you buy stuff and then show it off on the internet. So
Let's
are
do
you
that.
ready?
Let's do that. Oh, I'm totes ready. I'm not in my regular place, so this is gonna
Okay.
look like a hobo's basement. I'm gonna look like
A hobo?
this is gonna. Yeah, no, I'm 70. So first things first, and I wanted to do this for Latino Slant. I want to say physical media is a king, and so I got this on thrift. It was $2.99, and then I got the 4K Blu-ray. Jill helped me get this. I broke it. It's got a book, and I didn't break it. No, it was my computer, not the discs.
Oh, okay. You can break that. That's fine. Need a new
Yeah, I
one
can break the
anyway.
computer. You do it all the time. So yes, this is one of my favorite things. I don't like this letter. It looks like a Sam Squatch, but anyway. So, all right, I'll deal with that later. Then we were talking on Tuesday.
He might have broken his
You're
computer.
roboting a bit.
He might have broken your computer.
I think you did break your computer. Yeah. Okay. Now you're okay.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Don't move around too crazily.
Yeah, your voice is kind of off track. It's
know.
probably your connection, man.
Hold on just a moment.
Oh no, it's probably me. How do I sound now?
You sound fine.
Great.
It's the picture.
Night Gallery.
There you go. Good stuff.
William Wyndham for the win. Apparently he's in an episode very early on, and I found at Walmart that they had this, and it was $25, and super jazzed about this. I watched the first two episodes. They are basically movie quality amazingness, and highly recommend. If you can stream it, watch it. If you can buy it, do it. But the most important thing is Rod Serling is an excellent storyteller, producer, and all around good guy.
Mm-hmm.
So, but
I really want to see Night
Molluscus.
Gallery too. I need that I need that. I need Twilight Zone on Blu-ray too.
So,
And so that's amazing.
as I mentioned, and Latino Slant can get mad at me for going to see. No, he's not mad.
He's not
I went to
mad
go
at
see
you.
one battle after another, and I saw something. It was October 21st, 2025. 10 years to the day after Marty McFly arrived in the future. And you see a bunch of social media posts about popcorn buckets. And I saw this one. It was way too expensive. I still feel very guilty. Yeah, no, 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 no. This is amazing. So, and it's got the
digital license plate on the back. Yep.
it's so yeah. So it's Back to the Future 2, and also,
Oh man,
Also, it could
hovercraft.
fly or
straight
pretend.
up hovercraft.
hover circuits deployed now.
Roads.
All right.
Where we're going, we don't need roads.
That's what I said to him when I first saw this toy.
The door's open. Now, here's the fun part, and this is what I discovered because I thought I was buying a toy, but I
Yes,
was
it is.
in fact buying a popcorn bucket. I would like everyone in the audience to see how laughably small
The bucket is.
the popcorn, like this is not like if you were to make microwave popcorn at home.
You'd have a full bag of popcorn and a few kernels in the car. Yeah.
Exactly. It's like not even half a bag of microwave popcorn in this popcorn bucket.
That's crazy.
Yeah, the problem is that the whole thing isn't hollow. The whole front and the back of the car.
I do like that it lights up.
Yeah.
I do like that there is a Mr. Fusion. And all in all, 5 stars. But in terms of holding your popcorn, piece of shit.
But really, who wants to put butter all over their DeLorean anyway?
Look
That
what
sounds like a
Gavin Blackburn
euphemism that
wrote.
I'm not
That's
willing to
great.
engage with.
He says, where we are going, we don't need popcorn.
That's
Yes,
right.
Gavin, that's correct. You figured it out. Cool. I was just going to ask you who does the narration. To Snortopoopus.
Oh, it is
by Andy Serkis.
It is hosted by Night Gallery. It is hosted by Rod Serling.
Rod Serling.
And I love at the very end of the
Okay.
first episode,
God, he loves
which is-
to butter his popcorn.
I butter yours. What? No, at the very end of the first episode of Night Gallery, you see something that is emotional trauma and probably condemnation to hell itself. And then it cuts back to the Night Gallery where Rod Serling is standing there with the painting. And he just looks at the camera and says, "Good evening," and then walks away. It's like no morality, no summation, just like chew on that. Bye.
Would you say that's the biggest difference between Night Gallery and the Twilight Zone?
Oh, I haven't seen enough of either, but I do. Yeah, I like Night Gallery is a horror anthology.
Mhm.
I think like that by its definition they are tales of suspense. And the Twilight Zone does sort of hold your hand and walk you back out of the Twilight Zone. But Night Gallery, from what I've seen so far, says, yeah, shit got real. Deal.
And that's what happened. Gavin Blackburn says, I didn't like Night Gallery. I don't think it hit the heights of the Twilight Zone, but there were some good individual episodes.
Makes sense. I'm looking at it like, and I love the classic cinematography and style of the Twilight Zone. I like the science fiction perspective of the Outer Limits, but with Night Gallery, I feel like I'm watching a Dark Shadows crossed with Columbo. It's perplexing, but I celebrate Rod Serling, so I'm gonna have to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would watch it too. I still want to see it very much. And Brogu, I think Brogu left already a long time ago, but I had this highlighted a long time ago. So just in case, Brogu, you are watching this on the replay, we are reading your question and answering it and pivoting to this right now. Because he says, Jill and Scotty, are you guys going to watch any Halloween or horror movies?
That's all my
this
channel's
season?
been talking about for the last 3 weeks. Yep.
Oh, yeah. Well, I am going to be we are talking about one, but it's not on my channel. It's on the Northern English Bastards channel. We're going to be talking about Demon Knight from Tales from the Crypt. And so I'm going to bring his link in the chat. Make sure you're subscribed if you want to catch our show tomorrow at 1 p.m. Central Time. And so we're gonna enjoy talking about that movie and
we did review The Thing.
We did review The Thing. That one's doing really well.
The John Carpenter classic,
that.
not the Howard Hawks thing.
No,
I have not seen the 2000.
The Mary Elizabeth Winstead prequel.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, it's got its own place in the pantheon of old monster movies and stuff, because a lot of people don't know this. James Arness plays the monster in it. That's how he started in Hollywood. He was such a big guy. He was playing movie monsters, and he was the Thing from Another World. He was the plant monster in that movie. So I loved that movie as a kid. And when John Carpenter's, it's not a reimagining. Don't use that word right there. What he did was he went back to the source material, which is a short story called Who Goes There? And that's where you get the alien that can morph into anything it wants to, and on the cellular level and stuff. And what an amazing movie. I'm sure you guys had a ball doing that review, man.
We did. We had a lot of fun reviewing it, and John Carpenter
Except at the
really
end.
loved the original.
At the end.
No, the end got a little exciting, a little heated, because we were fighting over who was the Thing, and there were some disagreements, and it got a little spicy.
Yeah.
I curated that, and now it sounds beautiful.
Oh, thank you, Jill, for editing me out.
No. I only edited the fight about the fight. Everything to do with the actual debate of the theories and the movie itself is intact.
Yeah. I've heard that there's a Thing video game that if you play
it's good.
Actually, from what I understand, they pretty much tell you at the end of that game if who was the alien and who wasn't, and that kind of thing. So
spoilers for the video game.
Yeah.
Oh, but the video game, yeah, I did hear about that, so I know exactly what you're talking about, and that was my conclusion too. What the video game chooses is what I feel like is what happened also. So that's
this is what I thought, and I've never played the video game, anything like that. But when I saw it, if the Thing, every cell in the Thing is an individual entity, when he drank the alcohol at the end of it, I was like, yeah, he's not a Thing, because it would have killed some of those cells, right?
I don't know. I don't know if alcohol would kill.
No, they do. Trust me, Jill. My brain cells, they're under siege.
They'll kill a liver. Alcohol has an effect on things. Yes.
It does have an effect, but if each one is an organism, I don't know that alcohol would kill it necessarily. It depends on the strength of the organism itself. And
that's the way I looked at it. I'm just telling you the way I looked at it when I saw it. You know what I mean?
That's a thought. That's a possibility.
Mm-hmm.
Nihilistic paranoid distrust.
Yeah,
that's what killed both MacReady and Childs.
I don't
care what the video game says.
I just
MacReady
saw it the other
died
day.
too.
I don't know if you have. Oh yeah, both of them did.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I don't know if you've
Yes,
seen it yet.
I do
but,
agree with that.
But Honest Trailers did one of The Thing a couple of days ago.
I
And
know they
watched
ripped
it.
off Jill's stream.
So funny, man. My God, man.
No,
It's so funny.
I don't own the thing. Everybody could talk about it, and it's
Well,
obviously a
no.
horror movie.
It's like English Bastard is like what I saw 10 things you didn't know about Demon Knight, and it was like,
We're talking
they're
about that
stealing our
tomorrow. But he
idea.
had,
Yep.
yeah. Oh, that happened too. Yeah, yeah. I saw that. That's interesting. But we're going to talk about it. Well, it's that time of year where we're talking
It
about
is.
horror stuff. So I'm not.
Yeah.
It's all a coincidence.
I did 3 shows in a row the last 3 weeks of October. I always cover stuff for Halloween all month long on my pop culture show that I do on Wednesdays, right? The first show we did was Kaijus, and I was lucky enough to have John Das Wolfen on there, and he's the biggest Kaiju nut in the world. He's a big Godzilla fan, you know, and knows every iteration of Godzilla, can tell you about all of them and all that stuff. He's just an idiot savant when it comes to Godzilla. Anyway, we did that show, and then a week ago we did what was it? Classic movie monsters, like the Universal movie monsters, like Frankenstein, the Mummy, Dracula, that kind of
Gillman.
thing. Yeah, exactly. The Creature from Black Lagoon was on there too. And
Yeah, I love that movie. That's
and we
great.
also did the sci-fi stuff in that episode. And then I had to do sci-fi because I love them. I think that's a great one. I can't remember if we did it on the Kaiju show, though. I might have done it on the Kaiju show because it is giant ants, you know.
Joe,
Yes.
Joe, I got to tell you something.
Go.
I was at the Toronto International Film Festival this year,
Mhm.
and they had the mobile pop-up of the Criterion Closet, and I got the box set or the book of the Showa, the Showa,
The Showa era of Godzilla. Yeah. Mhm.
yeah, I got the whole book. It was amazing. It was
Yeah.
far too expensive. Thank you very much to people in the chat who made this dream exist. But yeah, I went to the Criterion Closet and bought Godzilla. One of
That's awesome.
the highlights of the year.
Yeah. But yeah, we did that, and then last night we did the slasher movies and the final girls that are in them. We did that last
nice.
night because my favorite. I don't know about you guys, but my favorite movie to watch on Halloween is Halloween. John Carpenter's Halloween. It's my favorite horror movie of all time. Love that
Monster
movie.
Squad.
Yeah, Monster Squad. That's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one. I love that one. And what's funny about that one is it's really the birth of the modern slasher movie. Is that one right there?
Yes.
But it's got very little blood in it. It's not very gory at all. He does everything with smoke and mirrors and scares the poop out of you and doesn't. It's called a slasher movie, but most of the slasher movies are all gory and stuff. That one's really not. There's only
Well-
like 2 scenes with blood in it in the whole
And
movie.
People say that one of the most beneficial things about creativity is having restrictions. Like if you're given carte blanche to do anything you want, then you will, and it
Mhm.
probably sucks. And when there are restrictions, especially in those late 70s, early 80s slasher movies, it was like, well, you can't show that. You can't show
Mhm.
that. You can't
Right.
show that. So how do you imply it? How do you create the tone? How do you create the atmosphere of a movie that is incredibly gory,
Mhm.
insanely violent, but you can't show any of the gore or the violence? And
Right.
I think that that's where a lot of the creativity came.
Yeah.
But now that sort of atmosphere and suspense is sort of lost. And I hate to say on modern audiences, because I can see a guy get shot in the throat on Twitter if I want.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and so to create that, it's like, are you doing it now? Like, I do feel that the worst thing that has happened to modern audiences is the shortening of attention spans. That's why
Mhm.
people don't listen to me, because I use long sentences with commas and semicolons.
Well, You did you did say quite a bit there, but you were talking about how you like those movies.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
You have to build tension, develop relationships, and I think that is what makes you
Well,
care about
Carpenter
characters.
was always. Go ahead, Joe.
Oh, it's okay. It's my problem with picking a movie I like during this time of year is that I love the sci-fi stuff. I love in terms of horror. I like Cube. I like Event Horizon. I like
Leviathan.
The Thing that we just saw. The
Mhm.
Thing is a great sci-fi horror. But if I had to pick one that, Reanimator is more horror, and I really like that.
Yeah,
I've never
saw
seen
that
it.
recently for the first time, and
Reanimator's a trip.
and you have to, because as a Star Trek fan, you have to see a Jeffrey Combs horror movie.
I suppose I'm a big fan of Brunt.
Right? And Larry says, "Day the Earth Stood Still, 1951, is still scary."
Yeah, I can see that. It's a
And,
good one.
Don says he's been asking this the entire stream, but it didn't fit in earlier, and he was saying, I was waiting for Anti-Derivative Jill on her thoughts about the new Ninja Kids Power Rangers teaser trailer. I have not seen that. I do not know what that is. I don't know if you want to watch a trailer, but I'm probably gonna get claimed for that kind of thing. But I haven't, Donnie, I haven't watched Power Rangers since the Green Ranger became the White Ranger. I've told you this before. Ninja Power Rangers. I'll at least look at the picture of it and see.
Scott was about to make a joke, but then he realized it was Thursday afternoon.
Yes.
You can't make jokes on Thursday afternoon?
No, you're not allowed to
I
make
was going
jokes.
to make.
Yeah, those are
I
for
love you,
Saturday
Donnie.
nights.
Donnie, your passion and absolute devotion to the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers is inspiring to me. I am just as passionate about Star Trek. I take the good, I take the bad, I take them both, and there I have. And like I absolutely adore. The only problem is I know nothing about, like, I like Rita Repulsa. That's it.
Yeah, I like her
don't
too.
know I don't know the names of the
She's gonna
Power
conquer
Rangers.
Earth.
Like I've never invested any time.
I've got a buddy up in the Virginia area. Shout out to Jimmy Bailey. He's the biggest Power Ranger fan I know, and he knows all about them. And
Well, you've not met Donnie.
Yeah, they should meet.
They should
Heard
hang
when Birdie
out.
says my favorite Halloween movie is The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. Nothing else interests me. To that point, I love The Nightmare Before Christmas. That's my
There you go.
Halloween movie.
Chris
Love it
Sarandon is
so
the
much.
voice of Jack. The only reason why I know that is he was at a con here in Shreveport, I want to say about a decade ago, I think now. And it's just amazing to see that guy has so many fans over so many different decades for so many different genres. Chris Sarandon's first movie he was ever in, he won an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor. It was a movie called Dog Day Afternoon with Al Pacino. I remember seeing it when I was younger. And he plays, now get this is back in, what year did that movie come out? Dog Day Afternoon.
Dog Day, 76, 77?
It's around there. He played the whole reason why the heist was going on. He was Al Pacino's male lover who was going to get a transition
Sex
surgery
change.
done to become a woman. And I point that out to people today, and they're like, "Really? They did that back then?" I was like, "Yeah, that's nothing new. They've been doing that for a long time."
Yeah, it's been a thing for a while.
But he
Dog
won an
Day
Academy
was
Award.
75.
He had been doing stage up until that point. But he was married to Susan Sarandon, and she kept his name after they got divorced. And of course, everybody knows he's in Fright Night. He's one of the greatest vampires ever put on screen, and he's also the voice of Jack in The Nightmare Before Christmas, isn't he,
Very
Jill?
cool. He is. He is.
Mhm.
And wonderful, wonderful
Yep.
voice. Good work. Lots of great work in that movie. I love it. And I watch it almost every year.
Yeah, and that animation style that Tim Burton loves so much, the stop-start animation, is really great. I think he had to be a huge Ray Harryhausen fan as a kid.
Mhm.
You know what I
Well,
mean?
oh,
That makes
yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The skeletons in particular.
Mhm.
Well, Frankenweenie. He made
Woogie
Frankenweenie.
Woogie is
as-
awesome, man. What are you talking about? Yeah. I dug
Susan
that movie. I really
Sarandon
did.
has Rocky
Yep.
Horror.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was in Rocky Horror. Yeah.
I
Bruce
also like-
Boxleitner was here last time around in August.
Mm-hmm.
Our con comes through in August, the third week of August every year. It's called GeekCon. And yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Bruce Boxleitner was there. I think that's
Oh,
his name.
Tron.
No, not him, not him. The guy that plays opposite of Susan Sarandon. I always get those two confused.
Yeah, Bosworth, Brian Bosworthy.
No, Brian Bosworth was a football player. Hang on. I'll
Yeah,
look up.
no, but it's.
I know.
No,
I never
It's
can remember this
Brad.
guy's name, but he's awesome. He really
Yes.
is. Let's see. Here we go. His name is Barry Bostwick. That's who it
yeah, I was so not close.
Yeah. Mhm. Yep. We were not anywhere near it, but yeah, he was here
It was
last
John
time around.
Ratzenberger.
Oh,
After
man.
watching Dog Day Afternoon, you'll never see Al Pacino in the same way.
No, Attica.
Oh, but that's the thing. Well, you know what? If you really want to have your ideas about Al Pacino changed, go to watch Cruisin'.
Oh my God! Yeah. Yikes. Whoop.
No,
Yeah,
but
that
it's also
movie-
it's got Karen Allen. It is an interesting exploration of that subject matter, which is largely
Yes.
homosexual. And so you can watch it. And also, you should watch any interview with William Friedkin where he says, I don't give a flying fuck through a rolling donut what Al Pacino thinks. One of my favorite quotes of ever.
Yeah, that's a quote.
Flying donut. Hmm.
Pretty wild.
Rolling donut.
Chris Guest. Okay.
Christopher
people are
Guest
naming
is a
some stuff.
great director. Married. He. You know what? We can talk days and days and days about what movies Jamie Lee Curtis has been in, but
Right.
it's very, very quick as to how many Christopher Guests have been in Jamie Lee Curtis.
Herc130 says Nigel Tufnell, lead guitar player for the legendary Spinal Tap.
Yeah. Has anybody seen the sequel?
I haven't seen the original.
Oh, you haven't seen the original? Oh man,
No.
that's funny.
I started watching it. It was on Turner Classic Movies, and I was excited. And then I was like, nah, I'll see it later. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not interested in that.
The mockumentary style.
Yeah.
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 Mhm.
I'm like, there's no earnest. Like, I know that the movie is lying to me the entire time, which is
Right.
ironic because I know all movies are lying to me the
But
entire
it's funny,
time.
man. It is funny.
Yeah, no, and when I was watching it, I was like, "Oh, that's cute. Oh, okay, that's cute." But it was, yeah, it didn't grab me, and maybe I didn't get to a song that really connected with me because
Oh.
Spinal Tap has been regarded as being a great fictional band, and so
Can-
maybe I just didn't find a song that I dug.
Right. Can you do Starfleet Academy now?
Well, I wanted to ask, is Nem still here? He wants to talk about Starfleet Academy. And
Oh, well, I have to go to the bathroom
I-
before we do that.
Yeah. You're still here, Nem. Because I don't really want
Um,
to talk about Starfleet Academy, but if you're still here, let's do it.
I do want to talk about it, and you're not going to like what I'm going to say.
Has it come out
Yeah,
yet?
okay.
It hasn't
Okay,
come out
you're
yet,
still
has
here.
it?
No, it has not, but there are trailers. And it
Oh
does-
yeah, I've
it-
seen the trailers. I've seen
It
the
looks
trailers.
like a soap opera, CW kind of broadcast, and
Do they just not like guys in TV shows anymore, or what?
mm,
I don't know. Seemed like there was a
No.
lot of girls in there.
Yeah, a lot of girls.
I
yeah.
don't mind a mix, but to go
Right,
heavy
but it
one way
needs to
or
be
the other.
balanced. It needs to be
Yeah.
balanced. There's not a lot of
Um,
balance anymore.
I do have to say one of my favorite actors of all time is the lead on that show, Holly Hunter. I love Holly Hunter. She's been in some of my favorite movies I've ever seen. If you like funny stuff, she was in Raising Arizona, which is a Coen Brothers movie before they really got on the map. It's a funny movie. If you've never seen it, I highly recommend Raising Arizona. It's got oh God, what's his name? Coppola's nephew. I am having a brain fart. He played Ghost Rider in the movie. Gosh almighty, man. Won an Academy Award for Leaving Las Vegas. I mean, he was just in a movie where he played himself with Pascal in it. Why am I brain farting?
Okay, so Larry is
Nick
saying
Cage. There you go.
Nicolas Cage.
Thank you. I was having a senior moment there. We do that every once in a while. Nicolas Cage. Yeah. The Coen Brothers made it. It is hilarious. If you've never seen that movie, go watch it. It's great. She was in another comedy called Network. I think Broadcast News. That was the name of it. Broadcast News. Of course, Albert Brooks has been making comedies forever, and he stars in it and probably had a hand in writing it. I can't confirm that or not, but William Hurt's in it too. And it's really, really funny. That one's a good one. That's one you would like, Jill, if you like your romantic comedies with something outside the genre. Yeah, it's a comedy about a network news broadcast, and it's hilarious. It's great. It's called Broadcast News. But I'm trying to think what else I dig her in. She's been in a bunch of stuff.
That's fair enough, though, Gavin. A good actress in Starfleet Academy won't move the dial. They had an Oscar winner in Discovery.
Yeah.
And that is very true. That's true. We
Yep.
My
I know.
We have.
I know.
I was waiting.
I just hate to see that she's in it.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate for all the good actors who were in Star Trek because it's not going to help them very much to be there.
I don't know about you guys, but the last Star Trek I invested in was Enterprise. That was the last one I really invested in.
That's the best one. Well, that's the last actual Star Trek because Star Trek existed from
according to Clobby, that was it, right? It was Enterprise?
2005. That's right. According to Clobby and according to Raquel Briggs, there were 735 iterations of Star Trek, including the 10 films and all the episodes.
I love the movies, though. I really do.
Works for me
my favorite.
The End.
The End. 2005. Oh, the end of Star Trek. Yeah.
Yes.
And
of course, 64 in the creation of the cage, which some people put the start date at 64, which is fair enough.
Gotcha.
And I like to put it at 66 because that's when it was released to the world.
Yes. 66.
But I can understand the 64 people. That's fine.
I'm an OG Trek guy. I mean, I like Next Generation. I didn't watch every episode of it because I didn't like the captain. I mean, right off the bat, I didn't like Picard. I didn't like him at all. I like my captain to shoot first and ask questions later. I was always a Kirk guy.
Well,
I did watch that one. I watched a little bit of Voyager. I watched a little bit of Deep Space Nine. From what everybody tells me, I'd probably like Deep Space Nine the best. Probably. But
probably. Well, you got to watch it yourself to know for sure because there's some things. But I do love Captain Sisko. He's probably.
I've heard he's my kind of guy. That's what I hear. But the last one my wife and I actually watched was Enterprise. I'm now a Picard guy, huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I say all that to tell you that, when I rank the Star Trek movies, the top 3, I actually have one of the Next Generation movies in there. I mean, my favorite movie is Wrath of Khan. That's the measuring stick, if you ask me. I love that movie. I love The Undiscovered Country. I love that movie. And number 3 on my list is First Contact. I
First
love that.
Contact. I was wondering if it was going to be First Contact.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
First Contact. I love that movie. Even though I'm not the biggest fan of the captain, I thought it was a great, Captain Ahab story for him. I thought that was fantastic. Really did.
Well,
And-
and Captain Picard is way different in the movies than he is on the TV show.
Right.
And
Yeah. Well, from what everybody tells me about Next Generation, I've got to get through about the first season of it to even like the guy.
oh, you
From what I
haven't seen the Next
Oh, yeah,
Generation.
I haven't
You haven't
watched.
given it a chance.
Yeah, I really haven't.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Okay.
he's
I mean, I get the complaints that people
a
say
pain.
that he has too many meetings and gets
it's
everybody
not that.
together
He's
too
just a pain in the ass to people, man. He's just Anyway,
much. Well,
but I love him in that
there's
movie.
some
I
good
do love
ones.
him in that one. And the thing I love about that movie, though, is we got to see the entire fleet attacking one of those board cubes. I've always wanted to see, a huge space battle in Star Trek with all the ships involved in it and everything. And that was chef's
I think
kiss.
I
love it.
might love First Contact because I've got, how Streamer gives you 10 different brands and you can put
Right.
clips in. I had got an entire brand that's nothing but First Contact clips, and I still haven't cleared it out. Every time I review new movies, I clean out the old movies and bring in new clips.
Yeah.
I have clips for different movies, and I
Right.
never cleared this one out.
Assimilate this.
Yeah.
Oh, and I love this line from the.
It's my first ray gun.
That's my first ray gun. She's awesome, by the way, in that movie. She is fantastic.
She is.
She's his conscience in that movie. Yeah. But yeah, I dug it. I dug the whole thing. I dug the scientist, the big tall guy that was supposed to invent warp drive, how he doesn't want to do it, and they're having to basically drag him into the spaceship and everything. It was just, I thought it was a really well done movie. It really endeared those characters to me. Where at the beginning of the TV show, like I said, I haven't gotten past the first season of it. I'm tuned in to the Encounter at Farpoint like everybody did back then because we were so excited we were going to get some new Star Trek, and I enjoyed that show, but when it got to the week to week, I trailed off of it,
Mm-hmm. Fair enough.
Yep.
Either from the whiskey or your laser beam. Or both. I got a 4-alarmed hangover. I'm ready to make history.
And of course, that a lot of people do have problems because that Zephram Cochrane is extremely different from the Zephram Cochrane from the original series.
Yeah.
And so I can understand the issues there, but I still love it, and I don't mind.
I think it's the
there's been
best
a lot of
Next
time.
Generation movie they made. I really do. I
It
think
is.
it's the best one. I mean, we got
Agreed.
some good stuff out of those movies. I mean, what is the
Oh.
guy's name that plays Picard? His clone
Patrick
in
Stewart?
Nemesis. No, I know who that is.
okay.
He played
that's-
Mad Max recently.
Tom something.
Can't remember his name. Hang on, it's gonna kill me now. I gotta know his name. Star Trek Nemesis. Let me find this real quick. He played Mad Max in Fury Road.
It's Tom something. I know it's Tom, but I don't know the last name. Tom Hardy. Thank
Tom
you,
Hardy.
Gavin.
That's
I
it.
knew it was
Yeah,
Tom.
you go, Gavin. Tom Hardy. I did like him as the younger Picard in that movie in Nemesis.
I knew you were going to say that, Larry. Larry Cochrane was in the original series. Tall guy isn't Cochrane. Yes, and I can understand that feeling. In the original series, Cochrane is way more handsome, also. So.
Oh,
We're talking Star Trek, man.
we are, and I haven't talked too
I was
much
just
about
telling. I was
Sadness
just
and I'll
telling her.
listen to you.
Fan of the entire pantheon. I'm more of an OG 60s Trek guy, and the only other one that I've really invested a lot of time in is Enterprise.
oh,
Great
it's
night.
good.
Yeah, I loved it. Yeah, it was really good. But I just never, I was just telling her, like everybody, I tuned into Encounter at Farpoint when it first came on because everybody was excited we were going to get new Trek. But as that season went on, I didn't like the captain. That's what turned me off of it, and I never have revisited it. And I've watched some Voyager along the way, and I've watched some Deep Space Nine, but none of them really grabbed me. Like, I mean, I was a kid though, when it was in syndication. You know what I'm talking about, Scotty?
Sure.
Generation that basically started cons and brought that show back to life and everything. We ran home from school to watch Captain Kirk.
There's a great history to that. I love Doug Drexler. He was a kid and he was part of those letter writing campaigns to bring the third season back. And then, of course, he grows on to make Star Trek himself, ultimately being the creator of the Enterprise NX-01. And so I think I love all of it up until then. But I'll play this for you.
I would never live in the 24th century. I fucking hate the Next Generation. Only the original series, only classic.
That's right.
Big shout out to Robert Meyer Burnett.
That's right. Oh, but Starfleet Academy. Now that Scotty's back, we can.
Yeah, now that Scotty's back. What would Clobby have said about Starfleet Academy? He would say it's going to be garbage.
No.
It's going to be shit. And
with a Bugs Bunny
he
gif.
would say no. Yeah, well, not Bugs Bunny, but he'd say the only reason I'll even bother watching it at all is because Mark D with the C is going to make me. But it is not Star Trek. It's been Steino for ever since 2005. There has not been anything. I cannot be Clobby. I cannot say what Clobby is going to say.
Yeah, we know what he thought.
Yeah, I know that he would not like it. No. I don't think it's putting words in his mouth to say.
No.
He would not be excited for this.
This is a terrible, terrible joke, and I made this joke to you.
That's how I feel.
I made this joke to you before Bird of Prey 5 passed away. And I was like, he just died so he didn't have to watch Section 31.
Oh my God. No. Oh my God. Even fans of New Trek don't
I still haven't seen that.
Oh, it's terrible. It's terrible.
Just watch my review. It's Scotty on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll look it up. Yep.
He would throw up.
You know what? Yes. You got it. I wanted to watch it. I made you do that, Jill. That was my mistake, but I'm still curious about Starfleet Academy. Like when you guys started talking about Starfleet Academy, and I was like, I love that video game.
Mm-hmm. He would.
Have you ever played? Have you ever played Starfleet Academy?
That's how I felt.
It's so good.
When I saw the trailer, that's how I felt too, Larry. That New Trek, garbage Trek, stupid Trek. Yes, absolutely. These
I have played the hell out of this.
Bobby would potentially say, but
nice.
I could never.
Back in the
What's
day.
What's the title on that? That's not Final Unity. That
is let's see. What does it say?
It does have a subtitle. It's Star Trek: The Next Generation.
It's, Star Trek: The Next Generation, and I guess I'm gonna have to look it up because it's not written on this box anywhere.
Oh,
but, yeah, I played the hell out of this.
It's
especially
great.
The hoarder level where you have to chase the hoarders around and stuff.
The hoarder, that sounds fun. Well, you said Starfleet Academy is a video game. What's that on? I haven't played that.
It's on PC. It's a flight simulator. You'd be terrible at it.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, I'd be. Yeah, you know me.
Hmm. But
hello to Tiger Stripe. So good to see you,
Tiger.
I just recommended Me Tieta to Carla via text message. Oh, I hope she tries it. It's so good. I love that restaurant. My grandma loves it, and I knew it was the one to share because Carla Burton is coming to Texas. So of course, she's going to be sampling some of the cuisine here. And safe travels to Carla. I hope your flight goes well. If you listen to this later.
Yeah.
Echoes of the Past was the name of it, Scotty.
Yeah.
Echoes of the Past.
I can drive.
Girls can't drive.
I'm
I don't know how to. I think they can.
Yeah, I do it every day, and my children That's the only way they would arrive home. I have to drive them.
Well, and you've
So-
only been in
you would-
one collision.
So Scotty,
Well, and it was a lady's fault.
It
in
was
that
a
one.
lady who didn't know how to drive.
She was asleep. She fell asleep behind the wheel is what happened.
It reminds me of an amazing joke. I don't want to I don't want to die in a screaming car wreck. I want to die like my grandfather who was asleep at the wheel.
James Caserta says a Horta captain would be awesome with the Green Admiral woman science officer. God, I'm a genius.
Yes.
that'd be,
Okay,
that'd
thank you,
be a
James Caserta.
specially made ship because that horde would burn right through the whole ship. I mean,
You met Carla Snortopoopas? I can't make it out to where I can't make it this time, but I want to meet Carla one day, definitely. That's too cool. But okay, so do
From
we wanna
Australia,
watch the
right?
Trailer or what do you
What do I?
did you
I
see
just-
the trailer?
I just
Have you
hate
seen
the
it yet?
fact, real quick, because I've got to
Mhm.
leave soon. I got to tell you,
Yes.
I love Holly Hunter. I was just telling Jill this where you were going, Scotty. I love Holly Hunter, and I hate it for her career that she's going to be on this thing. I really do.
No. I disagree.
And whoever's going to be the villain, him too. He's
Paul
he's a Star Trek
Giamatti. What do you
fan.
mean whoever?
Yeah, and from what I can tell, he's a Star Trek fan, and
Yes.
he's going to be disappointed in being in this.
Why?
He probably already is.
Well, okay. So remember, okay,
It's
there
not Star
has
Trek.
been
That's why.
there have been interviews with Brent Spiner, and people ask him very episode specific Geheimnis questions. And he says, you know what? I showed up, I put on the makeup, I did my job, and I left. Did I memorize the episodes? No. I was busy trying to do the next episode. I had so much to do. I was busy, yo. And I kind of feel that way in terms of the disconnect between fandom and performer.
Well, I don't think he
I-
ever watched it. Brent Spiner never watched his stuff, though.
Right.
I'm talking about someone who is actually a fan, who says he's a fan anyway. Maybe he's just lying, but I don't
But
know.
But like I think that
Brent
Amanda
Spiner is
Plummer
a-
was a fantastic villain
Awesome.
in Picard season 3. I think that Robert Duncan McNeil being able to play Nicholas Locarno in Lower Decks.
Oh,
is
but Amanda
fantastic.
Plummer's villain is such a throwaway villain. It's just a few episodes and nobody cares, and it's just.
But there
oh,
is-
Star Trek Picard season 3 is awful.
But there is a legacy connection just because her father was General Chang from Star Trek 6. And so I think that
That's true.
does. Like, maybe it's jangly keys,
Yes,
but
it is.
like
That whole-
it is.
Look, that whole season was jangly keys, but I got to tell you, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed watching it. You know,
Well, it's
am I
like.
going to watch it 50 times? No, but I enjoyed
Yeah.
watching it the first time.
Well, and
I didn't.
You
I
didn't
wish
like
I
it?
could have. No, well, we reviewed it together. I didn't like
Almost.
that it made Starfleet and the Federation. Not only did they make it evil, but they didn't understand the difference between the two.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Well, I disagree. But
I know you do.
now is not the time for that.
Yeah, I mean, we could argue about this, but yeah, no, I'm
we
glad
have
for
been.
peop-
We've been
I'm glad for
arguing
people
about
who
it
did-
since the show premiered.
I'm glad for people who enjoyed it, but it was not me.
Yes.
Yeah.
And speaking of things, well, we're supposed to talk about this trailer. Have you seen the trailer?
Yes, I've seen both the original trailer and the second one. Yes, I've seen
Yeah,
them
the
both.
second one. Oh my god, yeah, I've seen the second trailer is worse than the first
I am not-
trailer.
And I have to tell you, I'm not looking forward to this show.
No, me neither. Even if you're a Star Trek
When I
Voyager
saw a
fan,
Klingon male in a dress, I was kind of confused. I didn't know what was going on there. Is
The
this a Klingon?
scant.
Is
That's
this
been
It's
a-
not a
around
scant.
since
That's-
Next Generation.
that is not a scant. A scant is very different. That is definitely a skirt. It is It is a separate garment from the top.
I was
garment. It
confused.
is
I
a
thought
skirt.
maybe the Klingon was transitioning or something.
Scotty wore a skirt in the original series.
And
That's because he's
And
Scottish.
that
They
is
wear
not a
kilts. Come
skirt.
on, man.
that is not a skirt
Oh,
either.
so
That is
if
a
you're
kilt.
Scottish, you get to
That's
wear
a kilt.
like
It's not a skirt. It's a kilt.
no,
And
no,
don't pick
but
it up
and
either.
no,
You're gonna
but
get
Joe,
surprised.
this is the argument. I made this argument on Tuesday, and it's like it's not a diary, Norm. It's a journal. It's like
Right.
it's the same fucking thing. Sorry about the swear.
Yep. But
Mhm.
I just, yeah. Well, I would. While you were gone, I was telling her that there's a surprising lack of males in it. There's a whole lot of girls. I'd like to see some balance there. You know.
Yeah, yeah, and
It
the
is-
ones they do
It is
have,
Starfleet
I guess
Academy. It's not
one of
Starfleet
the
Girls
speaking
School.
of
You know. I mean,
yeah, speaking of jangly keys, they
That's-
have Robert Picardo, and
Mm.
he has said he has said that the dialogue that he's been made to remember for this is nothing like Star Trek. So he doesn't feel like his character sounds like the character before, which reminds me a lot of what they did to destroy Seven of Nine's character in Star Trek Picard, and just remove all aspects of her Borg history from her character and just make her Jerry Ryan. And so I'm pretty sure that's probably going to be very similar to what happens to Picardo here, and that we're not going to recognize him as the Doctor from Voyager anymore. He's going to seem completely different.
And they'll wave that away by saying it's however many hundreds of years in the future.
Yes. How many hundreds of years? I don't even know. I stopped
It's in the
watching Discovery.
31st. It's in the 31st century, I think.
Yeah, after
Oh.
season 2.
Wow.
After season 2, I stopped watching Discovery because I realized I was cheering for the villain to destroy Discovery, and and when that didn't happen, I just I knew I should be doing
stopped
something
watching-
else.
That's not good to be rooting for the bad guy.
I stopped watching Discovery once I realized it was trying to turn me gay.
And speaking of Discovery, that's what this show is. Starfleet Academy is a sequel to Discovery.
Yeah.
So just look at the basics here. This is you watch the second trailer and you know this is a soap opera
hmm
akin to Discovery. And
It's Saved by the Bell.
90210,
Yeah.
whichever your
But the
I-
only reason, and I know I'm not going to like it as a Star Trek property, but I am going to watch it.
I always
For
watch
Paul
at least
Giamatti.
the first episode.
I'm going to watch it for Paul Giamatti. I saw an interview recently where he says that he is half Klingon, half Tellarite. And he says that he always wanted to play a Tellarite because they are disagreeable pig people. And he's like, yeah, I can do that. So
Wow.
the only reason, and obviously Helen Parr, Holly Hunter, I'll follow her till El Paso.
I
And
was like, yeah, Holly Hunter being in it has piqued my interest, but the rest of it is just making me steer the other
Yeah,
way.
it doesn't
Yeah.
matter how many good actors are in this. It's not going to be helpful to any of them.
That's
well,
right.
but this is the funny thing about this is that I know that Star Trek is trying to advertise to a younger audience. That's what they've always wanted.
Mhm.
And that is where they have always failed.
Yeah, I
Because
mean,
Star
Paw
Trek is
Patrol.
about adults. Star Trek is about adults doing their job in the most competent way, and it's aspirational. When you hear about stories from James Doohan and DeForest Kelley and Gates McFadden, like when you hear about these stories of it's like, oh, you inspired me to go into the sciences, you inspired me to go and be a doctor, an engineer, a pilot, like all of this that happened because of that. Like, oh my stars, Terry Farrell. And like that is what it is. And so the infantilization of Star Trek is the worst thing. And I would like to add, in a personal catty moment, is that the fighting about whether or not it is Star Trek or it isn't Star Trek is infantilizing the adult, task-oriented show that we all fell in love with in the first place. You are being like yelling at each other on a gym
I can tell
floor.
what is Star Trek and what isn't Star Trek, and it hasn't been Star Trek since 2005. and
Is Lower Deck Star Trek?
And I don't think that
I would
I don't
never
think
watch
that
Lower
my
Decks, man.
ability to
Lower Decks is good.
differentiate
Lower
was
Decks is
what
probably
Star
one of
Trek
the
is
most
not.
faithful
Lower
shows.
Decks is Saturday Night Live adjacent to Star Trek that has skits interweaved in it just to make fun
It's
of
better
Star
than
Trek.
Family Guy. Come on.
Yeah, they're
I don't watch much animated
Jokes
stuff anyway, though.
I mean,
Even the original animated series from the 70s?
would
No, I never
would
watched that
some
either.
Oh,
just
dude,
imagine-
you got to. You're gonna
I heard
find a
it's
guy
good.
named.
I heard it's good.
You're gonna find a guy named Bem, and you're gonna hate him.
Scotty, just imagine you're on the Enterprise D, captained by Captain Picard, and somebody in Tenford slices somebody's leg off in the middle of the day, and doesn't get any kind of reprimand for it whatsoever. She was just drunk. Oh, I was drunk, and
Sounds like an episode of the Orville.
And no, that's different. That's different.
No, but there was a
I'm
guy
talking
who
about
got
Star
his
Trek.
leg cut off on the Orville.
Okay,
No
but
reprimand.
Okay, and in that instance, that particular wasn't that Isaac is not a Union officer. And first of all, the Orville isn't Star Trek either. I love it. It's way better than any
But you
modern
see, I have
Star
a
Trek.
point-ish.
Not necessarily, because
All right.
in this instance, it's a matter of artificial intelligence learning how to interact with humanity, and that was more of a case of ignorance rather than malice, because Malloy was trying to teach him how to do pranks, and so they were doing pranks on each other, and so he thought he can rip off all of his appendages
Right.
off and
Oh,
on
that's
off,
messed up.
any day that he wants, and that, because he's a robot, right? Robots
I'm
can
a star,
take
a robot.
themselves-
I can put my arm back on, but you
yeah,
can't.
yeah, right.
So stay
and,
safe.
Yeah, and so he didn't know any better, and so that's completely not even having to do with any of this.
It's
And
pretty
so
close.
You think,
It's kind of a.
you think
You could.
what-
I don't know.
would somebody on the Enterprise D have gotten at least, some kind of time in the brig, or if not a court martial, if that kind of thing had happened? We're talking about actual Star Trek. I was not talking about the
No, but you can see how I can make a comparison to what you're specifically referring to.
Yeah, but I countered it because they're different. Isaac is like a foreign exchange student.
I am gonna head out because
All
I have
right,
to get
Joe.
ready for work, and it was good to see you two.
Thank you so
Thanks
much for
for
hanging
inviting
with
me.
us as
you,
long as
man.
you could.
It was good to talk to
Yeah.
you, Jill. Good to talk to you, Scotty. Paulie, if you're watching the rest on the replay, it was good to see you. Hadn't seen him in a while. You guys take it easy and enjoy talking about. I will be lurking in the background watching your review of these trailers if you do get around to watching them.
Oh shit! We got to watch the trailers, right?
So yeah,
Do we have to?
you don't have to. I've seen them, and
I
if
think-
you've
yeah,
both
I saw
seen them,
it. I
you
mean,
could just
it's
comment.
basically-
Yeah,
Yeah, just
we
put
the
them in
audience
the-
may not have seen them, but
Put them in
wait
the
a minute.
chat.
Your audience, your audience has already seen them. Trust me. Yeah, they're Star Trek fans just like you. All
Yeah,
right, look,
I
guys,
don't want to get the copyright claimed for Starfleet Academy.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's almost
Anyway, Joe, thanks, man. Handshake,
Yeah,
high
sure.
five,
Thank
and
you, Joe.
big hug.
Thank you.
you take care of yourselves, guys, and I will see you next time. Peace.
In the
See you around.
future. Well, that was very
In the
fun.
future.
Look at all the
Yay,
guests.
I got a point. Yeah, it was. It was very fun. And I think we did talk about that enough.
Yeah, I don't want to watch the trailer.
No, me neither. I think I almost convinced myself never to even watch it. But
well, like I
probably will
said,
see one.
if we watch the trailer, the entire thing is going to be me going like, Holly Hunter,
Hey,
Paul
the Wayfarer
Giamatti.
Project. Oh my god. Yeah, no, we already did that. The Wayfarer Project is here. Hello. And so I just reviewed UFO, the first episode, with the Wayfarer Project this past Sunday, and this Sunday he's going to review Babylon 5. So that's going to be great. If you like Babylon 5, definitely check it out and make sure you're subscribed over there to the Wayfarer Project. I need to bring that link up because I don't have him in my list of.
I've only seen a little bit of UFO, but I love Alec.
Yeah, I think you would have liked the first episode better than watching the episode where he has a major dramatic downfall.
Well,
yeah, the question of priorities should not have been your first UFO episode. It should have been
the second, like the second UFO episode that I ever watched had Straker abandon his only child.
Yeah.
And
well, no, not abandon. He didn't abandon him. He it was the needs of the many over the needs of the few kind of question for him, and he had to decide whether or not to redirect the flight to send the medicine to his son, or to not encounter the UFO that could have potentially killed other people. So he and it turned out tragically that there was no threat, and that's why people were that's why you're upset about it, because there wasn't the threat that he thought there was. But that wasn't necessarily his fault. But I think that if he would have told his friend, then his friend would have sent the medicine.
And
does anyone ever give Scotty points? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, sure, I'm sure.
Well, I'm still here.
Points. He gives himself points.
Yeah. Who else is gonna?
Lance? Sorry, I could not come on, Jill. Just finished my industry interview. Oh, that's right. You had an interview. Oh, I
hope they had orange juice.
There's so many links I have to get. Okay, first the Wayfarer Project. I'm glad you're here, and I'm surprised that it took me this long to get in touch with the Wayfarer Project, because we've been on YouTube for a while, both of us, and I'm glad it's finally happened. And I think I may be busy that day, so I might be in the chat for that one. And basically, I'm a newbie for Babylon 5, so I think I'd rather lurk for now and just listen. And if I get better at it, I'll show up.
I'm such a panty waist when it comes to Babylon 5, just because I don't like the special effects. I've heard that
watch it on
great
HBO.
Writing.
Watch it. They updated the special effects on HBO Max.
I still think that I should just get over it. I should watch the original. I don't know.
Well, no, watch the remaster.
Well, which one should I watch first? Should I watch Babylon 5 or Stargate?
Stargate.
Yeah, so I'm busy. I can't watch Babylon 5. I'm busy with Stargate.
Yeah. Okay, so 60 minutes ago, Luke Kelly, aka DJ Luco Zade. Okay, so this is Lance's interview with Luke Kelly. So I'm going to put that in the chat right now. If anybody wants to check that out after we're done here on the replay. Very cool. Oh, goodness. That tells me that it is about time for us to go. I've got to move on. Man, but this show is so good. And it's only getting better. And we already have to quit. I mean, we had just barely begun to do a Star Trek fight. That was so fun also. And it was amazing talking to Latino Slant. I'm happy to have been able to glean some wisdom from his experiences with the theater and everything. And he has a great, interesting way of looking at things.
Well, and I get into fights. I get into fights with people all the time, and I had a really great conversation about a movie that we both saw and had differing opinions, and I'm glad that we could sort of discuss it like adults. It wasn't it didn't I you know what? I was restrained. I was respectful. He probably is effortless in all of his endeavors. But no, that was really, really fun. And so thanks, Polly.
Yes, thank you to Polly. And what happened with Fallout Day, I wonder? Hold on. Fallout Day.
Well, so far I can see some clouds, but none of them are shaped like mushrooms.
Oh, the page I was pulling up over earlier is gone. It doesn't work.
Well, I can check. I'll look at it because, it is Fallout Day. So
okay, here it is. I found it.
Did they announce it? Or did
they
just
opened
say, like,
with the
look at
lovely
us?
lovely band cover of "I Don't Want to Set the World on Fire." That's how.
I don't want to.
Okay, let me see what the actual. There's fan animations.
It's
okay,
videos.
So this is just
It's all
basically.
videos.
This was they did it with the live stream. Their update was a live stream. So if you're not going to sit there and listen to the whole live stream that Bethesda came out, I'm looking to see if there's anything here. They did a recap of last year. Okay, that's great. What did they do this year?
They had a new live show.
Yeah, that's one.
Everything
There's
that was revealed.
Oh, okay. There's a Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition for November 11th, whatever that is. Oh, including add-ons and Creator Club items.
Okay.
Whatever.
Is that like an upgrade? Is that like
no, it just sounds like DLC. Like,
well, but
maybe not even a
DLC
story,
is
but
Fallout 4 DLC is not a bad thing.
guess so.
Fallout Shelter.
Oh
who
my God!
cares?
No, this one's a big one. This one is
What?
actually a big one. There's one big one. Fallout 4 is coming to the Switch 2, meaning that it's guaranteed that my family is going to buy a Switch 2.
Yeah.
As my husband has always said, if it comes out on Switch, that is something that he wants. And
Oh
yeah.
my. I remember you saying that. I remember we were talking about the Switch 2 and we were shitting all over it. And then you were like, the only way I'm
Well,
going to get a
right.
Switch 2 is if Fallout 4 shows up.
Yeah, I still kind of shit on it because who releases a Nintendo console without either a mainstream Mario game or Zelda game? And Mario Kart doesn't count. Mario Kart's fun. It's great game, but you got to make a Mario or an actual Mario game or Zelda game, and they didn't do that.
Oh
So
my
what are
God.
you thinking?
You did the worst thing in the world right now.
What did I do?
You made me think about buying a Switch.
Oh no, that is kind of bad.
It
But I
is
am excited.
horrible. I don't have money for anything. I can barely feed myself.
Well, you know what the solution to that, Scotty, is?
Eat the Switch.
No, that would taste bad.
Yeah, it'd be crunchy.
Get a job.
Fuck off. You're not my real mom. You're not my supervisor.
Is there such thing as falling in?
Yes.
And, I don't even care what else happened in this live stream. I'm excited about that.
I think we did it. I think it was a good job. I think we did everything okay. Everyone apologized for their swears. I didn't say anything too graphically
I know.
inappropriate.
Yeah, no, y'all were great. Each of you had one F word, and it was adorable. And you
Well, I
both
liked,
apologized.
you know what? To recap what everyone was just here for, I would like to say to Latino Slant, he showed up and he said, "Who is this idiot Scott?" And then at the end, he said, "I like this Scott guy." So you know what? It was a fun interaction. It was nice to meet Paul.
And yeah, Polly is wonderful.
Yes.
I'm just looking to the rest of the live stream. Nothing else is exciting. Nothing else. That's it. Nope. I mean, you can go and watch the live stream by Bethesda if you think you might have fun watching that. But that was it. That was the big money right there. Is the Nintendo is gonna have it. Fallout finally. Real World is interfering with my YouTube viewing. Bye, y'all. Bye, Herc130. Thank you for hanging
Herc.
out. Perfect
Hi, Herc.
timing because I'm wrapping this up and
Yeah.
I just crawl out through the Fallout, baby. Yeah, I love that.
Oh, you are amazing.
Yes, Fallout New Vegas is better than 4. Well, I hear they're all better than
Yes.
4, and so I can't
Science
wait
fact.
to keep. Can't wait to keep playing those games, and I will broadcast my playing of the games here. I'll make sure once I get to New Vegas, I find a way to not get the copyright. God's mad at me, so I'll be figuring out the mods that I need to install to prevent the copyrighted music from playing.
How lucky could one guy be? I looked at her, she looked at me. What the fellow once said, ain't that a kick in the head? There we go. I'm sorry. I just channeled my inner Tony.
Well, you're fine. You didn't sing the whole song, so I'm pretty happy.
I hate it when Tony sings the whole song.
Oh.
Why do I sound like
the
Gershon
Wayfarer
today?
Project wanted to join us. Of course you could have. Oh, I would have welcomed that.
I gotta
didn't realize
go.
what
I'm
you were
jonesing
saying.
for a smoke.
No, I know. I have to go myself. Like I gotta end the show, but I didn't realize what you were saying. You're in the Twitter group, so you could join. You could have joined anytime you want, but not now because we're gonna leave. But definitely next time we have a shore leave, you are more than welcome to join us if you've got time. And yeah, I'm sorry I misinterpreted your chat. I'm less into the popular games. Empyrean, Galactic Survival, Solus Crafting Worm. Very cool. You can
I
turn
have
off
a gamer
music.
friend who wants a Bunyan Snipe
game.
moderator
Well-
over at the Post Geek Singularity. He's always asking me to play games, and I'm just like, I gotta
yeah, that's
install
right.
stuff. I gotta work the graphics card. I gotta cup the RAM. I
Yeah,
gotta
but you know what? One of
stroke
these
the
days
hard drives.
we should do that for him because it would make him so happy.
It would be fun to
But-
play with him. He's a great guy.
He is. Larry
I do
says-
adore him.
Yeah, you can turn off the music on any game. But yeah, but the problem with the Fallout is that there are little radios all over the place, and they play the song, and it takes a while for you to walk up to the radio and turn it off.
Well, and who's gonna watch a live stream about a bunch of people playing a video game on mute?
There'll be still the ambient sounds and the soundtrack of the actual game and all
I
the
guess.
stuff, and it'll still be good. I
All right, if
promise.
you say so.
Yeah. No, and it'll be really good. And thank you, everybody. This was really good. I don't want it to be over, but we have to go. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you to the Wayfarer Project and Larry. Yeah, we'll bring you on the Wayfarer Project soon enough. Maybe we'll plan it a little better next time.
Yeah,
And
today's
David-
kind of a scramble. But thank you so much to
Thanks.
Joe's Atmosphere and Latino Slant.
Yes. Thank you to Joe's Atmosphere, Latino Slant. Subscribe to them.
Oh, and
Um,
also, Jill,
Yes.
thank me.
Thank you, Scotty. Yeah, you're
Thank you,
incredible today.
Jill. Oh, I
You're
insist.
fantastic.
No, please, after you.
And Joe's Atmosphere, let me put his link in the chat too. Just to make sure we covered all our bases here.
You were so great today. Like, I can't believe how long you've been doing this. You seem like you're an old pro.
3.
You're amazing. 3 years. You sound like you're 10 years in this game. You're amazing. And you're so lovely. And I adore the community, yourself. And also, I do appreciate that you've done this entire show topless.
Well, and nobody knows that because the camera is not. No, I have had a shirt on this entire time.
I was misinformed.
Okay. There we go. And if you want to hear more discussions like this, you never know what's going to happen during Shore Leave. They're really the most exciting to me. I do the least prep work for these, and they're always a treasure every single time. I don't know what's going to happen, and it's just so fun to find out. And having Latino Slant on for the first time is definitely one for the history books for the Anti-Derivative Jill channel. And I can't wait to talk to you guys again. I'm not sure when the next stream will be. If we don't do anything this weekend, it'll be the Tuesday. We'll have more Twilight Zone. And then Friday. It's next Friday Halloween. Yeah, next Friday is Halloween. So next Friday, we're going to talk about the Treehouse of Horror Simpson episodes, first 7 seasons. If you want to watch along and watch them before the show. We're not doing a watch along. I don't do that. But you know what I mean. And we're going to have lots of fun talking about those. And we're going to one day watch all the Stargates. Yes, Penny. Yes. And Babylon 5 Rocks says Low Specs Linux Gaming. And pretty soon we'll figure out how to give Scotty some points. He gets points for shaking things up and making things interesting and fun. And so thank you all for being here. Jill has a reputation to uphold.
And I bring it down.
Oh, well, you challenge it. And I like to be challenged now and then, and that's what makes it a lot of fun.
No, it's fun. Lady, I wouldn't be here if I didn't like you and if you didn't like me. And so, yeah, no, I know I'm a ragamuffin.
But you're our ragamuffin here.
Yeah.
So we'll see you around later. Have a great rest of your Thursday. And I don't know what goes on Thursdays.
We're all going to get drunk and play ping pong.
Oh, there's one thing that happens on Thursday tonight on the Canadian Spider-Man channel. He's going to talk about his visit to New York City. And I have been there, so I might jump on that if I have all my ducks in a row for Demon Knight by then.
Oh my.
So check out Spidey. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye now.
Later.
Learn all that is learnable.
And the ways our differences combine to create meaning and beauty.
It has always been easier to destroy than to create.
May we together become greater than the sum of both of us.
Well, now you have something new to think about. Carry on.
It's what you said there is exactly that one word is what's missing in my opinion. This is my opinion. Love. I think that's what's missing in Star Trek now. It just seems like a hollow shell with a wind-up key on the back. You know, we can just keep an outlook and hope things change for the next generations. You know, I'm old, so I know I'm not around, and I know I have the classics to enjoy. I look at the original series cast. The way I look at it is like a family to me. They're a family. I was a kid. I used to go hang out at their house every night at 6 o'clock, and they all treated me like one of them. But sadly to say, they've all passed away. Their house is still there. I can walk by and see the house, and there it is. But I know there's different people living inside, and I can understand that. So I hope eventually Star Trek will be in the hands of somebody who cares about it, who does have hope for the future, who does want to right straight to the hearts and the minds of the fans out there, and not to the bottom dollar, pretty much.
Emma.